Johnny San's dab pen's getting him higher, higher, higher. What is up, my guy? How are we doing?
You know what that's from?
Rocket Power?
No. No, but yes.
Oh, no, not Rocket Power. The Thornberries.
Yeah.
They kind of look the same.
What's his name? Donnie Thornberry?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm fan-fucking-tastic because Aaron Judge hit his 60-second home run last night. And, dude, so listen to this. I'm on Xbox, right? Game starts at 8:05 sharp. We're away, so Aaron Judge is going to have the first at-bat of the game. It's 8:04. I'm pulling the game up on my phone, and on the MLB app, there's, like, the Yankees section. Like, since I have it set to Yankees as my team, you can just click on, like, the Yankees broadcast, or on the homepage, they have just, like, the live at-bat, like, for Judge that they've been doing. So I was like, fuck, he's up to bat now. Like, let me just hop in this real quick just to see the at-bat, and then I'll switch broadcast after he's done. So I click on the broadcast, and it pops up, and then a 12-second ad starts playing. I'm like, oh, what the fuck, like, whatever. And then 2 seconds later, I'm getting all the notifications from Twitter. He did it, blah, blah, blah. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
And I'm sitting here watching 12-second ads.
Yes, dude. Dude, I was so mad. I literally, I was like, oh my God. And Maggie was like, what? I was like, I fucking missed it. He did it. He hit 62, and I missed it because of this stupid fucking ad. If I didn't click on the at-bat live tap-in stream and just went to the regular one, I probably would have seen it.
Maybe. There might have been an ad there, too.
No, there's never ads on those because it's part of, your package or whatever. This is just, for the whole app. Like, this is, everybody can watch it. I was like, dude, I've been watching obviously I'm going to watch every game because, the last few games of the regular season, but, this is all I've been waiting to see, and I didn't get to fucking watch it live. Are you kidding me? I was so mad, dude.
That is heartbreaking. That's so saddening.
I know, dude. And it was if we don't win the World Series, that's going to be, the moment of our season. You know what I mean? Is Judge hitting his 62nd.
And so you missed it.
And I don't miss much when it comes to Yankees baseball, dude. It's out of all the things I could have missed, it's bullshit. I was pissed. But
guy's not even a real fan. Calls himself a fan, doesn't even watch Judge's 60-second.
I wasn't even wearing my Judge jersey for it, dude. What kind of bullshit is that?
Fake
I'm
ass
so disappointed in myself. And it's because I was trying to play the new Overwatch game that came out.
Yeah, I saw a few people on that yesterday, actually.
I couldn't even fucking log on. I couldn't log on.
Yeah, neither could anybody. I saw my boy Chris, send a Snapchat, and he was it was in queue, there are 30,000 people ahead of you.
It would go from 30,000 to 0, and then you would get kicked off.
And then today he's on there, and he sends us another snap, and it's there are 20,000 people ahead of you. He's like, I'm still out here waiting.
He's just staring in front of his screen for 14 hours. I've made 10,000 people go past. I've got 20,000 more. Immediately gets into the game and just lags out.
That's probably how it would work.
Yeah, that's how it was.
I never even played that game. I have no clue what it is, but I guess this is the second one.
Yeah, the first one came out in 2013, 2014. And it's just a competitive King of the Hill type of game. It's pretty much I don't know. It's like Halo, but with not cartoon characters, but just different characters that are tanks and assault and snipers and shit. It's pretty fun. It's actually a pretty good game. And the second one was free. The first one I paid $60 for. The second one was free.
This one's
so
free?
I was excited. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's free to play.
So you got to stand on top of the hill longer than anybody else?
It's weird, dude. So the game mode that is the most popular there is so 2 teams start on each side of the map. One team's on offense, the other team's on defense. The team on offense has to go capture this car, a moving car that follows this line. And the more your team is standing around the car and capturing the car will move forward. And if you can get your car to the end of the map, in the amount of time allocated to the game or whatever. And I think each checkpoint you get adds another minute or so. And then obviously defense, you just have to stop them from doing that. But that game was pretty fun.
Can you push the car back if you're on defense?
Yeah, if you're on defense and you have control of the car, it'll slowly go back, but not the same speed it goes if you're on offense. So it's it's pretty fun. And then they do have hard point, but it's not called hard point. It's pretty much the same
Right.
thing though. Pretty much like King of the Hill, and then just other shit like that. I think those are like the only two main game modes, but I don't know if they have anything new on the second one.
Sounds interesting. I'm
Yeah, it's pretty
intrigued.
fun. It's pretty fun.
I think I just want to grind on some FIFA though.
Yeah, me too, dude. I was playing MLB last night, and then obviously like today they released a MLB Diamond Dynasty 99 Aaron Judge card for his 60-second home run accomplishment.
Hmm.
And the card is sick. It's like him, like the swing he had in that, and then it has like the date, 62 home runs, and it says all-time American League single season home run record king or something like that. And all you have to
That's
do is
dope.
like play a program for it. So I'm like, I really want to play FIFA, but I also kind of got this. But I can just do that, like grinding out like moments and shit. It's not like a thing you can do with your friends. So I got
Yeah,
time
does
for
it
that.
expire?
Nah. Well, maybe the program does, but the card doesn't. Like you can
Right,
obviously
right.
like buy the card if you wanted it, but it's probably gonna be
It's probably gonna be
bread.
so much fucking money.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. All of your it'd be like the
It'll
equivalent of like 2
probably-
million coins on FIFA.
Yeah, and probably people will put like dump real money into their account just to get that much, just to have that card. It'll be like a fucking NFT. They should just make his swing into an NFT. Can we do that?
Dude, I've been saying that. So, like, when I lived with Clay, he showed me. I think I might have told you about this. The NBA thing, how they make like moments and like records and
Yeah,
like
yeah, it's like Hot
into
Shot or
NFTs.
Top Shot.
Yeah. Dude, baseball is the perfect, like, prime example of what they should do for that because it's like that's pretty much all baseball is. It's like stats and like moments like that where, like, it's essentially the same as like a baseball card, but like it's a virtual like
It's a
moving
virtual baseball card with
but
that's
even
like
the
a fucking
card is
moment.
like the card is like the actual moment on the card, which is fucking dope, dude. Like you could make so much
Yeah.
money like as a business, and I think they do have like some companies doing that, but it should be on like the forefront of MLB's like marketing. I don't know. NBA
Should
does
we
a good
just start
job.
making MLB NFTs?
Can we make NFTs? How do you even make an NFT?
I feel like anybody can make an NFT.
It's just
I
a
think
GIF,
that's the
dude.
rules.
That's pretty much all it is, like a high quality GIF.
I'll make a high quality GIF. No, I won't. I'll make a low quality GIF.
The low quality GIFs are the funniest ones. So
That's facts.
have
Yo,
you
if you
ever
ever
seen
see
that?
a video, like
where
a
it's
video
low
on
quality?
Twitter, and like it's like something ridiculous, and the caption is always something like, "Dude, those low quality fucking videos are
Yeah,
always fire."
Always gold, dude. It's so true too. I think my favorite one is the guy who's like driving down like the highway in Atlanta, and he just sees like the naked guy running out like in the middle of the road. He goes, "Yo, do a flip!" And he just like front flips. Have you seen that one?
No,
He's like, "Do
That's
a flip!"
wild.
And he's like running butt naked, and he just goes and like doesn't land the flip, lands on his back, but he just like full mode like on cement, just does a flip in the middle of the night in the middle of the fucking road in Atlanta or some shit. It's so funny.
that's some crackhead shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Yo,
send it to you.
I saw Deion Sanders, I think, was on some podcast, and they were like, "Is Bo Jackson the most athletic dude you've ever been on the field with?" And he's like, "Nah, that's my cousin Junior." He's like, "He's a crackhead, but every time I go home, he'd steal my shit. Ain't nobody could catch him. Like he was the fastest son of a bitch. He was by far the most athletic. I'd have to chase his ass down and go into the shady part of the hood to get my shit back."
Dude, you're an athlete if Deion Sanders can't catch you.
Yeah.
No matter what you're doing or who you are, but you're an athlete.
Yes, then he finishes up. He's like, "So the most athletic person I've ever been on the field was definitely my cousin Junior, but after that is Bo."
Imagine Bo listening to that and just being like, I gotta meet this Junior fuck.
Yeah, right. I was a fucking professional, or was he professional MLB or just college?
Yeah. No, he was in the MLB. I think he played for the
Yeah.
Royals. Right?
Professional baseball player, professional football player, at the same damn time.
I'm gonna look up what team he played for. I wanna say it's the Royals.
Let's see, Bo Jackson.
Los Angeles Raiders and Kansas City Royals, Chicago
Oh,
White
yeah,
Sox.
Royals. See a lot of pictures of him in a Royals uniform.
And the Angels. Angels, Royals, and White Sox. The more you know.
The more you know.
I think that's like being a professional baseball player on top of another, like, I think it's more impressive than if you were like a basketball player and a football player. Like, baseball, you're professional at the highest level. The amount of like hand-eye coordination it takes to play baseball is like insane, dude. That's why like a
Yeah.
lot of people say hitting a baseball is the hardest thing to do in sports, but baseball's not like the hardest, like, physically demanding sport.
No, in football, I think it's the exact opposite. Like, it
Yeah,
is like a lot of technique and stuff, but a lot of it at the same time is like,
just pure athleticism.
yeah, athleticism and like brute strength.
Yep. Baseball, you don't need any of that. Like, look at Danny Vogelbach, dude. He hits
I was
bombs, and
just gonna say
he's a
that.
fucking donut. I'm sorry if Danny Vogelbach ever listens to this podcast. I'd love to have you on, but
Yeah, dude, he's a man. I love me some Danny B.
Danny
I got Lex.
Burgers.
I got Lex the fucking plate discipline barstool shirt of him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, it's just him with fucking a fork and a knife in each hand and a fat plate of spaghetti and meatballs, and it's just plate discipline. I saw it and I thought that shit was so
That's
funny. I was like, I'm ordering this for Lex as we speak.
That's fucking awesome. Have you ever seen the Italian guy on TikTok who just does like the voice of like him and like Rizzo?
Nah.
Dude, it's so funny. He's like, it'll just be a video of like Danny Vogelbach hitting a home run, and it's like right before the pitch, it's just him commenting. He goes, "Look at this fucking guy, Danny Burgers." And he goes like into with Rizzo. He goes, "Look at this Anthony Rizzo guy. He's fucking Italian, hitting fucking bombs." It's so funny, dude. You just
Oh
see
my
Vogelbach
God.
like routing the bases in his little run that he does.
I love it, dude. I love seeing that man hustle around the bases.
Dude, imagine the Mets win the World Series and Danny Vogelbach is like the MVP of the World Series with like 4 bombs. He just goes bonkers in the World
That'd be
Series.
so dope. That would be so dope.
Put $10 on Danny Vogelbach being the World Series MVP right now. I wonder what the odds are. They're probably like plus 20,000.
The odds are you're gonna lose $10.
Yeah. But in the rare chance that it does happen, you're gonna make some
You might win a shit ton of money.
Have you seen the new Rick yet?
Nope.
It's funny because the whole premise of that show is like fortunes and like random events happening, and the whole point for Rick is like getting the point across is like anything is the same equal amount of has the same equal amount of happening, like the chance of it happening as anything else. So like there's no like actual like odds of like, oh, 90 this has a 90% chance of happening. Like in the overall entirety of the universe, everything could happen and they all have the same chance of happening. Just like in a certain reality there are things, but that's not like the whole big picture. And Jerry gets a fortune, like in his fortune cookie, that says you're gonna fuck your mom or he's gonna have sex with his mom, and the whole like episode is like them trying to prevent that from happening. And
That's awesome.
It's so funny because that's like pretty much the same as that. Like the chances of Danny Vogelbach being the fucking World Series MVP with like 4 bombs, it's like, hey, it has the same amount of chance like in the whole entirety of the universe, like 50-50.
I saw today there's like a 90% chance that the Union win the Eastern Conference, but I mean, they could just as easily not win it. Like, they're only up by 2 points with 1 game left. If they lose and Montreal win, then that's it. Then,
and I feel like that's alone is like a 50-50 chance. I mean, I'm sure the Union have like a better chance of winning their game, but with sports, dude, on any given day, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
90% chance I would see if there were like 3 games left and they had like a 5-point lead. You know what I mean?
right.
Like that, then that 90% chance would make sense. But 2-point lead, 1 game left, bro. That's the NL East division title right there.
Yeah, literally. I can't see anything for like player futures. I can't find any player futures on FanDuel. I'm trying to see what these odds are for World Series MVP.
They probably won't come
They
out
probably
until
don't have them out.
yeah,
But if
probably
you could,
tomorrow since the playoffs start Friday. So
you
they'll
think
probably
so?
be out. Yeah, they'll probably be out before the postseason, right? It's kind of weird they don't have it out now that the playoffs have been like announced, you know, because they have like you can put money on a team to win the World Series before the season starts.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, why not a World Series MVP? They don't have like any player futures. DraftKings has a lot more, but they don't have any player futures either.
That's weird.
They have a bunch of team futures.
I saw your Korean baseball bet that you hit.
Yeah, dude, I woke up, I looked at fantasy football because it's Wednesday, it's waiver day, right?
Yep.
So first thing I did was look at my fucking leagues that are rolling waivers and see who's still on free agents and see who I got, if anybody. Terrible, terrible morning. I was upset, I was distraught, and I was mad at
Yeah.
rolling waivers.
Yeah.
So I couldn't sleep, couldn't fall back asleep. So I was like, all right, let me go to Twitter. And one of the dudes that I follow, I saw like I have like notifications turned on for a bunch of people. So
Yeah.
I saw that he had just tweeted. So I was like, all right, let me see what he's got. And he was like, my boy likes the LG Twins, which means I love the LG Twins, and he's nice. Like I think his Discord is $50 a month.
For his picks.
Yeah, well, it's him. He's like the main guy, but he has like a whole slew of bookies. Well, I guess they call them cappers.
Right.
Like he has ones for all different sports. So he was like, I'm riding with this dude on Korean baseball. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna ride, and the odds are pretty solid.
Are you in his Discord?
Nah, just he gives out free picks on Twitter sometimes.
Oh, nice.
That's what like all of them do. There's this other guy, Devin's bookie. He's good too. His Discord with all his boys, I think, is $40 a month. But sometimes they give out free picks on Twitter, so I keep their notifications on.
Yeah, I follow a few guys like that, but it's obviously like I can't bet on those sports books, so
Yeah.
I did it more when I was home.
Yeah, my boy Jeff, he started a sports betting account, and he's I think he started it like 2 months ago, and since then, like he really started tracking his shit and every single bet that he's placed, and he's like posted them all. And I think he's up 62 units in 2 months.
Really?
Yeah. But he
Damn.
bets a lot, and he does a lot of live bets to hedge. So like
Yeah.
you really have to
Yep.
be like following it on top of it. And I always miss that shit because like I have
You're
just
just doing other
notifications
shit.
on, but I have my Twitter notifications on my phone turned off. So like when I go to Twitter, I can just go to my notifications, like click any of their profile pictures and then see their profile, you know what I mean, and look at their
Right.
recent tweets to see what they were putting out. But like I'm not going to get like a buzz when they tweet, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, my boss Daniel, he's like telling me about his bets and stuff, and we were talking like before this NFL season started, and he was like, dude, honestly, like I've been just strictly live betting for the past 3 months, like since the Super Bowl pretty much, and it's been so much better to me. Like live betting is just like it gives you something like to find that you're interested in watching, like placing a bet obviously like that you think is smart, like unbiased take, and
Yeah.
then like watching that, and like usually the odds are so much better because it's not like predetermined odds. It's like during, like you can get a feel for what you're watching and make a bet that way. And
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
really
dude, I
like
never
live
thought
betting.
about that way. Yeah, I never thought about it that way.
Because you can, I mean, games can change, but you can get a feel for momentum and like see kind of patterns and stuff and be like, oh, like, this game's definitely going to hit the under. Like
Yeah.
there are some
Yep.
like Monday night and Sunday night games that have just been absolute fucking drags this year, where it'll be like the over under is like 39.5 or 40 or 41, and I'm like, man, I should really
And the
take
score's
the
like
under.
13-6.
Yeah, I'm like, I should really take the under when it's like 10-6 at the half, but I'm like, at the same time, like a couple touchdowns and they are going to hit the over. Like that's not a high number to begin with. You know what I mean?
Right.
But then I usually don't, and then the under smashes. It's not even close.
Yeah, I feel like there's been a good handful of primetime games tonight that have been like that.
Yeah, I'll probably bet the under on tomorrow's game.
I was
think
gonna
about
say.
half or more, at least half, of the money's on the under.
Oh,
I don't know
for
what the under is. I
tomorrow
haven't
night's
even looked
line.
at it. Yeah, I just saw like some tweets about it from some sports books. I think it was
I don't even
PointsBet.
know. I don't even know who the Colts are playing. I just know that they're
They're
playing
playing the
tomorrow.
Broncos, who are ass, and they don't have
Yeah.
Devonta Williams.
Yeah, and the Colts don't have Jonathan Taylor, so
Right.
I
You got two
to,
ass teams without their best running backs. They're probably
Dude,
their best players.
to roll back on your point of hating the running waivers. I was talking to Magoo last night, and like I was just like, "Hey, did you make sure you like checked your lineup and like put some waivers in if you needed some because they cleared tonight?" And I was like, you have Jonathan Taylor, so like he might not be playing. Like just make sure like your team is set so you don't have like people that are not playing in your starting lineup. and she went in there, and I like was kind of explaining to her how like she was 12 in the waiver wire, but like I was like, got to put in a few because you're probably not going to get the first guy you want since you're 12.
Right.
And I was like, we shouldn't be doing. I was trying to say like this isn't the way like you usually do it. Like you usually bid on players and stuff, but like a lot of people in this league it's just started playing fantasy football, so we started with this way. But honestly, like I feel like we should have started with the other way because then we would have just been like a year already into it, and like people would have known by now. You know what I mean? Like the fact that like you have no say in like a guy that you could grab that's free for pretty much anybody is fucking whack. Like
especially we probably should have started with Fab, honestly, because that's like easy to explain. It's like, oh yeah, like we bid on players and like what the highest bidder gets it.
Right.
The reason I did it, so in Coastal Chicks, it's not regular waivers, it's reverse standings. So
is that why Magoo's 12? I was
she's
thinking
number
that too.
one in the league.
Right. Yeah. But I was like, dude, you haven't put in like I remember telling you like week 2, I was like, if you don't want a guy in waivers, don't feel like you have to make a thing because you can save like your spot and you'll move up like once people use their waiver spots. And then last night I was looking and she was like, I'm 12. I'm like, how are you 12? Like you haven't done a single like I don't think a single waiver.
Yeah, it's reverse standings because my thought process was that's way easier to comprehend than rolling waivers.
Yeah.
So I was like all the girls' first year, let's do reverse standings. And I honestly completely forgot about that. And like I wanted to change it this year, completely forgot about it until this week when I went to see like, oh, like what waiver am I? Because I think I had Javonta. So it's like, what waiver am I? And I was like, oh, this is reverse standings. Okay.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now. So I was the
second waiver because my team's ass.
But dude, honestly, like I think we should just switch to Fab in that league. I hate how we do it in Thick Thighs too because it's all of us who know how to do. Like you know what I mean? Like I feel like that league is all pretty veteran type players.
I need to make some fucking trades in that league, and I fucking hate it because nobody responds to my trade requests. Like, what are you trying to trade? Are you not trying to trade? Did you even fucking look at it? Like, just reject it if you don't like it. I don't care.
Anytime I see I get a trade notification in fantasy football in any league, I immediately go to it because I'm like, like it interests me that much. Where I'm like, I want to see what people are thinking. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I love trading in fantasy football, but I feel like 90% of people don't, and they don't even like. They'll just see something or not even look, and like I don't know. It's just annoying. Yeah, you have to wait 4 days to see if you want to trade with somebody.
I put in a big offer for Mark Andrews in that league.
Oh, dude, I was looking at tight ends in that league, too, because mine's bad. I have Robert fucking Tunyon.
I have Pat Fryermuth. I offered him Fryermuth, A.J. Dillon, and Kareem Hunt.
For Mark Andrews?
For Mark Andrews. And his running backs are JT and Breece Hall. Bro, JT's not even playing tomorrow. You're not going to make me that fucking trade?
Yeah, and JT, I would be, if I had JT right now, like, I'd probably be looking to trade him high. Because, like, he's still got a lot of value because he's Jonathan Taylor, but he hasn't done shit this year, and the Colts look bad, dude. Jonathan Taylor should be, like, a number 1 trade target right now, and I feel like he's not. Like, whoever has him, like, I would be trying to, you know, I don't know. We're only 4 weeks in still, but, like, you could definitely buy low on him right now. I also need some running help.
I can't believe this kid's just gonna fucking be like, yeah, I'm rolling with an out JT and Breece Hall as my 2 fucking running back. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not doing this league next year.
Are those Thick Thighs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty good on it, dude. I don't know. I just feel like the other ones I'm in now have.
I'm in too many leagues, and I'm gonna cut some down, and this is one of them because I don't enjoy it.
Yeah, I was literally having this conversation with like Jake 2 weeks ago where I was like, dude, I love that I'm in more leagues because like I could be making more money and it's just like more immersive for me, but also like I don't get excited for like my fantasy players really much anymore because I have stock in like everybody. Like it's not as exciting as having less. Like I would rather like cut down some leagues and maybe make like Orchids a higher buy-in.
I'm keeping Orchids at 100.
I mean, like eventually down the line, like if you know, like 5 years from now, like we all have a little bit more money to spend. Like I'd be down to do like a $200 or $300 buy-in for Orchids and only have like 2 or 3 other leagues that I'm in. Like Coastal Chicks would be fun just because it's like, you know, us and our ladies and
Yeah,
like our dynasty leagues and Orchids. The keeper league too, I want to keep because I feel like that's
gotta keep
fun.
the keeper league because it's a keeper league.
Yeah, but they're like thick thighs.
Thick thighs can go. Our
Yeah.
podcast league is like it's okay. It's just like tough because we
Yeah,
don't care about it. Neither of us do.
Right, and it's like always the last league that I check, but also like we started 0-4, so I'm like already like fuck, dude. Like,
Yeah, I already don't give a shit.
yeah,
But we had like, or I have all like I'm in the same boat as you, right? Like I want to keep Orchids, I want to keep Sleeper Keeper, I want to keep Coastal Chicks, I want to keep my dynasties, and then I have 2 leagues with my boys from home, and I want to keep one of them and drop the other.
yeah.
And those are on Yahoo, and I hate Yahoo, and they're rolling waivers, and nobody fucking looks at their trades. In the one league, nobody looks at it. The other league, that's like all my actual boys from home. Like we're always sending each other trades. Like we send each other good trade offers. I think probably something's gonna get done, especially since Javonte just went down.
Yeah.
And I didn't get any of the running backs that I wanted because of fucking rolling waivers.
Yeah, the rolling wave, dude. I wouldn't play another like even just being on like fantasy baseball like ESPN. I'm just like, dude, this isn't Sleeper. It's not as fun, and it's just like, dude, Sleeper is the Apple of fantasy football for me.
100%.
100%. I don't even want to use another device, dude. That's like Yahoo and ESPN fantasy football. It's like gross to me.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be the one that's not doing fantasy football with all my boys because I don't want to go to Yahoo.
Yeah.
But whatever. And then like I know
how
my
are
boy
all your
AJ
boys on
hates
Yahoo,
Sleeper.
dude? What?
AJ hates Sleeper. He thinks AJ hates Sleeper because we did a 2 quarterback league last year and that was bad. Maybe that was 2 years ago.
Oh, super flex or 2
enjoyable.
quarterback?
I think it was a 2 quarterback, but it might have been super flex.
Yeah,
but it was like not fun, and I don't think anybody really enjoyed it too much. It wasn't great, honestly.
But that's not Sleeper's fault.
No, AJ didn't like it because he didn't understand how to use it. But I hate Yahoo. I think Yahoo is terrible.
Dude, and ESPN, like they're just like they don't put any like effort into it. I feel like it's been the same format for so long.
It's because it's just there's no extras, right? It's just like you can do everything, right, for the most part, but there's no like extra shit. Sleeper, like the weekly report is dope. Like that shit, like I look forward to seeing that every week. Especially when I have good weeks. I like to see like where I stand. Like, am I gonna be top dog this week? And
yeah,
the weekly reports, how my players did.
The weekly reports, and I just feel like the I don't know how it is on ESPN or anymore because I haven't played fantasy football on there since like the last time Orchids was on there.
Right.
But dude, like I feel like the Sleeper just like updates in general are just so much faster and just like more like I don't know, everything's just more accurate on there, and that's why I like it.
Yeah, everything does feel more accurate, and like I just feel like all the tools are good.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing we've said this on the podcast before, but like the notifications, like how it tells you like for a league.
Yeah.
They just added that.
Yeah.
Dude, like you're perfect. You have the perfect app.
Yep. Like, tell me what league you're sending me this notification for because I'm in a bunch of leagues. But that's the thing. ESPN and Yahoo, they don't do fantasy. They do sports and news and shit like that. Like, that's what they do. Fantasy is just like the sidebar. And they do it for all their leagues. So they make it essentially one for all their leagues. Where Sleeper's like, we do fantasy football. That's how they start. I mean, now they do other shit. And honestly, I think they're almost going too far with it with
like the pick'ems and shit.
All the over-unders and every fucking person, you know what I mean? Like it seems like I don't want all that in there. But I guess it's different because I can just bet on shit from FanDuel and DraftKings. Like that's what I'm gonna do.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like Sleeper like betting is I don't know, I just feel like your platform was just strictly like for fantasy football. Like, why are you trying to become a sports book too? I get there's like money there, but like all of your customers are probably already on other major sports books.
Yeah, but they can get to other states that some like they can do. Like,
that's
it's like
true.
An underdog.
Like I can do
thing.
it down here. Yeah.
Right. So you can kind of reach like a little bit of a market that maybe like maybe people got on Sleeper, but they didn't know about underdogs. And now they're just like, all right, this is cool. And like, I'm on Sleeper for fantasy, so why not? You know what I
Right.
mean?
I thought about doing it. I mean, I was looking at it. I can't use FanDuel or DraftKings down here unless it's like the daily fantasy, but I was looking
Yeah,
at it. It's just like I don't really like the format of it, so I'll just stick to underdog.
true. You didn't do so well on underdog this week, huh?
No, dude.
I
I
saw
was
your picks so late because I was yammered on Sunday, and I was
yeah.
like, oh, I know this didn't hit. Oh, I know this didn't hit.
Yeah. Dude, I was so confident in all of those picks too. Like I knew Jamal Williams was going to score. I was like he's going to be eaten because everybody on the Lions not named him is hurt.
Yeah.
And then I thought Jalen Hurts would hit that over. I think it was like 55.5 rushing yards. I thought he would smash that shit.
Me too. I almost took it in a parlay, but I didn't.
And then what were my other ones? The one that
James
did hit
Robinson?
was Justin Herbert over on his passing yards, which was
And
like
you didn't hit the over on James Robinson over.
that was
rushing yards.
insane, dude. He had like
Because
it was
I had
11
him
and
and
a
Miles
half.
Sanders. I had like alternate overs for them for their rushing yards, and it ended up at like plus 100, and it didn't hit because James Robinson shit the bed.
Well, dude, he only had like 4 carries. I was like, what the fuck? He had 17
Booty.
or 18 the week before, but I mean,
Booty
that's
hole.
just fucking birds, baby.
Yeah,
That's all that is. That's just the birds being good.
factual. I got a bunch of random shit here in the doc, and under my
I'm so ready for
philosophical
some
high
random
guy
shit.
thoughts.
Oh, dude, you couldn't have said a better fucking category for this next conversation.
I don't know if they fall into that. It's just where I put them. I don't even know if any of these are philosophical or high
It's
guys.
just like your grocery shopping list.
Facts. I've been thinking that like I'm really gonna try to make like good morning habits. Like I want to build like a good morning routine and get into the flow of like doing something.
You know what's so funny, dude, that you say that? I literally started that like this week, like Monday. I was like, I'm gonna leave my laptop, my work stuff downstairs, like on the kitchen table, so that it like forces me to go to the kitchen and like start breakfast and like take the dogs out like immediately and just have like a good routine in the morning.
So what have you been
'Cause it's-
doing?
So I'll wake up at like 7:45, 8 o'clock, and then go downstairs and I'll just take the dogs out immediately because I know they're like, I don't know, they get squirrely in the morning, and then I'll come in. This morning I had it's spooky season, so obviously I had a bowl of blueberry cereal, and and I'll just sit at like the kitchen table for like, I don't know, the first like half of my morning and just like catch up on my email and like just start doing my to-do list.
Yeah.
I'll sit there for like, I don't know, probably till like 11 o'clock. And then I'll usually move up to my desk after that, like upstairs. But I've had this chair that I'm on downstairs for like the past week because I've been playing FIFA on my monitor downstairs. And literally like, so we get on the podcast and Kenny was like 5:30. I was like, bet. And I completely forgot my chair was still downstairs. I walked past my chair up the stairs and like got to my desk to set up. I was like, where the fuck's my chair? I was like, oh yeah, it's downstairs. So I had to fucking lug this thing all the way back upstairs. But today I didn't feel like doing that when I was working. So I just sat on the couch and like on the our little like counter bar that we have.
Yeah.
Worked. But
That's fine.
been
That's a cool little spot, dude. I like the counter bar.
Yeah, it's nice, dude, because like I love working from home because I don't have to sit in the same spot every day. Like I'll be switching rooms all the time. Like I'll work from the kitchen, I'll sit up in my office when I have like a lot of stuff to do and like meetings and shit. But then sometimes I'll sit out on like the couch or the kitchen table and I'll just like move around. Now that it's like a little bit cooler out, I'm gonna start sitting out on our balcony in the mornings, I think, now that it's like 70 and nice and not scoldering hot.
Bro, I just caught a glimpse of my hair. But it doesn't look good.
That's why I'm wearing a hat.
It is crisp in New Jersey right now.
Yeah, it's been crisp down here too, dude.
Like it's been like in the 40s. It's been wet and rainy in the 40s for like 2 days. Yeah.
That's crisp.
But it's gonna be like 70 Thursday and Friday, Lex said.
Dude, our planet is so fucked.
Dude, so I was looking at the weather for Arizona, and this might have changed. But on Sunday, Monday in Scottsdale, it's gonna be like the mid 90s. And then it's gonna go to like low 80s in Sedona on Tuesday. And then it's gonna be like mid 80s in the Grand Canyon, and then it's going to be like mid 70s to low 70s in Page at the end of the week, and I'm like, what am I packing for, bro?
Dude, that's literally how like out there is. Like Denver is the same way, bro. Like 75 at night, 80 degrees at night, or it like during the day in the end of October, and then at night from like, I don't know, 8 p.m. on, it's like 50, 45. It's so random, dude. It goes like, it's literally just, there's no consistency.
Yeah, dude, they get like wild seasons, like random snow all the time.
I feel like their seasons are just super like, I don't know, they're just like on steroids compared to everywhere else. Like
Yeah,
their winters are really cold and their summers can get really hot, and there's no in between.
I feel like the summers don't get too hot. You always, I feel like, got a nice lake you can cool off in.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it definitely depends like how high you are in elevation, but
I'm usually fried.
yeah, our white asses.
Yeah, more ways than one in the summertime.
Yeah. But I was actually talking to Maggie the other night when we were like walking to trivia and it was like freezing ass cold outside. I was like, dude, for some reason, I don't know why, but it still feels like it's August to me. Like my mind state,
Fully
not like
October.
physically. Not physically for me. I still feel like I'm like in the end of summer and everything's like winding down, but we're like dead ass almost middle of October.
Yeah, I'm going to Arizona on Saturday, dude. It's like right there. Like that's so close, and it's like not set in that I'm going to Arizona.
It won't set in until you like land or like when you're in the
Nah.
plane and you look out the window and you can actually see it.
See
Like,
cool shit. Yeah,
yeah, that's how it was with me with Denver, dude. Like,
we
just
having a
like,
layover in LAX though on the way there.
I mean, that's not a bad place to have a layover. You could be in fucking
Nah.
Charlotte like I am every single time.
Yeah, that's true. I've had a few layovers there. Actually, no, I've only had one layover there. Sometimes I just fly straight out of there. No, I've had a couple actually.
Unless we're going to New York, we have a layover there every single time we fly. Like, I have to fly to DC next week, next Wednesday through Friday for work to go into the office, and I have to like stop in Charlotte for like 2 hours each time.
Where do you fly out of? Wilmington?
Yeah, this time I'm flying out of Wilmington. I've only flown into Wilmington once, and it was like years ago when we lived together, but
Yeah.
usually we just fly out of Myrtle Beach. But every time, we always have a layover in Charlotte, no matter where we're going. It's so annoying, dude.
Yeah,
Charlotte Airport kind of sucks.
I went to New Orleans for fraternity shit before my senior year, and I flew from Myrtle to Charlotte to New Orleans.
From Myrtle to Charlotte to New Orleans?
Yeah.
How long is that flight?
Like an hour?
From Charlotte to New Orleans?
Yeah, maybe two. I don't know. Not long.
I've never been. I've like so like geographically challenged, dude. When it comes to Louisiana territory, like I could point to Louisiana like area on a map. I don't know exactly. Like I don't know. I just feel like Louisiana is so low key.
I can see it. I know exactly where it is. It's like a couple doors down from Georgia. Maybe they're neighbors. No, I think there's something between them.
Like west of Georgia?
Yeah, it goes like Florida and then Georgia and then Alabama. No, Florida, Alabama. Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Louisiana.
Florida, Georgia, Bama, Louisiana.
Let me see.
A bar, right? Look at us, dude. Third grade history all over again.
So it's Florida. All right. So it's Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. Georgia's above Florida, not west of it.
Yeah. Georgia's like to the top right of Florida if you're looking at it straight on.
Yeah. And Alabama.
And then it's South Carolina, North Carolina. That's not. And then Kentucky's above them, right?
Tennessee and then Kentucky.
Okay. Tennessee whiskey.
I'll be flying into Myrtle Beach in about a month or so.
I will see you there.
Yeah, probably. We're going.
Did you just randomly like plan this, like your golf trip, or was it like something you had in the works?
So Timmy and his girl were supposed to go, or they had like a free room in Disney, so they were gonna do that. And then Timmy was like, "Nah, fuck Disney. I don't want to go to Disney. Let's go to Myrtle Beach. Let's have a boys trip." So it was gonna just be the boys, but now he was like, "Yeah, I kind of like fucked up Disney for this, so the girls are coming." But
That's
AJ
fine.
was like, I got Friday off, so like I don't even care. Like I'll come for sure. But we're gonna fly down Thursday morning and then leave Tuesday morning, I think.
Oh, nice. So you'll
because
be
the
here
flights
for
are so significantly cheaper, like so much cheaper. Like the
then it
flight
would be like on
is,
Sunday or something.
I think the Thursday flight is $63, and the Tuesday home is 57. The Monday home is like 170. No,
Oh, damn.
one something like 120, 130, 140, something like that. If we did Tuesday to Monday, it would be 120 more a person. I was right, 170.
That's crazy for
Yeah.
one extra day.
Yeah,
It's that
and
much
then if we
cheaper.
did, and like we already booked the Airbnb for Thursday to Monday. So like Timmy reached out to the guy, and then he was like, "Yeah, to extend it, it's 170, so that'd be 57 a couple." So I'm like, "Oh, so we're saving 120 a person on the flight. That's 240, right? And then we're just paying an extra 57 each for
Yeah,
the
you're
extra night in
saving
the
like
Airbnb.
$90 by doing that.
You're saving like twice $90.
For
You're saving like
140 and
180 a
50.
couple." Because it's 240 and
Oh,
then take away
yeah.
57, it's like
Right.
180.
Okay.
Wild. So I was like, all right, let's do it. Now
And
I just
dude,
gotta
it's
take off
like,
work.
hey, yeah, I was gonna say it's like one PTO day. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, and
while you're on a
honestly,
trip.
I wasn't gonna take off Thursday, but now I'm gonna have to because it's like a 5 a.m. flight, so we're gonna get down there and probably play around on Thursday.
Yeah.
But I probably
Where are
won't
you
take off
staying? Like
Tuesday.
where's the house?
It's near Dunes Club.
Oh, nice. So you're like right there, pretty much.
Yeah, there's
You're like in
mad
the
courses around there. It's kind of near Myrtlewood.
yeah, Dunes Club has like a private club there. I've never played, but I've heard awesome things
It's
about
unreal.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. They have a public course too. I think they have one private, one public, but it's bread.
Yeah, it's like 140 a person.
Dude, we actually got like a really nice Airbnb, 3 bedrooms, so we all get our own room. It's in like this huge fucking hotel resort thing. There's like many pools, like multiple pools, multiple
Oh, shit.
hot tubs. There's like a bunch of like walk up like restaurants slash fast food slash like tiki bar type shit.
Yeah.
They have mini golf on one of the roofs. There's a fat parking garage. You don't got to worry about parking. Like,
Wait,
it's
what's
kinda
the?
tight.
Do you know the name of the place?
Grand Cayman?
Grand Canyon. Dude, I think we used to valet like at a place like next door to there. I forget the name of like they have. It's pretty sure it's just the Dunes Club like hotel, but it's not
Yeah.
called that. But they have like a whole like hotel for fucking like tourists and stuff like right across the street. I'm pretty sure we used to valet there.
I used to valet
It's
at the Caribbean.
It's so nice. Oh, dude, this place blows the Caribbean out of the water. This place is
Yeah, it looks
super
really nice. It looks really nice. I'm stoked. I'm stoked, Steve.
Where you guys gonna play golf?
No clue.
Well,
I kind of want to get to Hackler for a round.
yeah.
Hackler's nice,
How many? There's
dude.
3 of you.
Yeah.
I'll come play golf with you guys and complete the foursome for maybe Saturday and Sunday. What are you guys going to be doing like outside of golf? Just hanging out?
Chilling. Yeah. On the beach, by the pool. I mean, I don't know though, because it might be chilly in November. Well, it might be too chilly for like.
It's not going to be beach weather, but it'll be, probably 60s.
Yeah, it'll be June weather. That would
70s.
be nice.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, November is like the best time of year in Myrtle.
For like locals, it's not the best. I don't think it's the best time to like go vacation there because you don't get like the beach and like tourist atmosphere. I feel like if you go to Myrtle Beach, that's like what you're expecting, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, that's fair. That's a really good point.
But like,
yeah,
know,
but
if
for
you-
local,
like-
but
like-
when I'm there, I feel like a local. That's the thing.
because you are, you've lived there for a good chunk of your life.
Yeah,
so
but I
you
don't
know
live
what
there
it's,
now, so now I'm
yeah,
a
but you
tourist.
know what it's like to be a local in Myrtle Beach, and you know Myrtle Beach like a local knows Myrtle Beach. So you know what I mean.
That's
Like, there's
true.
no like, it's not like I would go back to my hometown and be like, oh, I'm a tourist here. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
But yeah, like
Yeah, that's fair.
for your boys' trip, like with all of us now, like going to Myrtle Beach is like, you know what I mean. For pretty much locals, it's a good time because you know what to do, and you're not like there to see a bunch of people and on a
and
20
it's not gonna
family
be
person
crazy
vacation.
crowded with a bunch of
Right.
fucking like so many
Tourists.
motherfuckers wilding out. And I like it a little more low key, bro. That's kind of my vibe. That's
Yeah,
me and my
me too.
my boys love to do Atlantic City in like the fall and the winter, like outside of season. The Friday
Yeah.
night hotel rooms get dumb cheap, like $60 for the hotel room for the night. So they'll just be like, "Fuck it, the hotels are cheap. Let's send it down the AC and like drink a little and gamble."
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's for that, like for off season, that's better than Myrtle Beach because you can just stay inside and like actually gamble and do stuff like that too.
That's true. That's true. Yeah,
Myrtle
like you don't
Beach
have
is
to
like
leave. You
golf,
don't have to leave the basically
the
where you're
hotel,
staying.
right? Yeah, it's like a mini
Um,
Vegas.
yeah. And it's nice. A lot of them were getting like redone and stuff. I think I would need to get to Caesars more because they got the Wild West Saloon or some fucking shit. I just know it as Wild West, but they have like a stage and they always have like a band playing music and there's always mad fucking people there. It's a good time. It's like one of my favorite parts. But we usually go to more like a club type scene
Dude,
after the gambling.
have you ever been to Vegas?
Nah.
We should make like within the next 5 years, we should make like a squad trip to Vegas, like with the girls and like 15 of us.
All right.
Maybe like I don't know. I know we got Austin's wedding coming up and all that stuff, but like maybe by like the end of 2023, beginning of 2024. What if we did
No.
What if we did Vegas for one of the upcoming New Year's? That would be fun.
That'd be crazy. I don't
That would
know if
be
I
sick.
could do that.
Doesn't
Like, I
have
just
to be
physically
that
don't know
that
if I could
time, but
survive.
that's the fun of it, dude. I don't know. I've been once when I was 12, and Doobie will be living there. I've
I
been
know.
once when I was 12, and not like looking back on it, like it would obviously be a great time as an adult.
2023 and 2024 winter, I want to do a big snowboarding trip.
You want to go snowboard in Vegas?
No, I want to go to
you
like
want to sandboard in Vegas?
I want to go to like Utah or Montana or the Colorado, right? And just get like a fat house with a bunch of
on the
homies.
mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Low key, that sounds way better than Vegas now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Like just go for a week and like you don't even have to snowboard every week. You can just have some days where you're just fucking booling at the house on a mountain.
We got to do it in the middle of football season so we can like obviously
All
watch
right, let's
football on
plan to
Sunday
do
in the
it,
mountain
like,
house.
Maybe December 2023.
All right. I can do that. Obviously, I don't have anything in my schedule, so things might come up, but
All right, let's do it. If you're our friend, or if you're not, you just like to snowboard and you want to come, let us know. We'll think about it. If you're not
listen,
our
I
friend,
know Jordan's probably listening to this, so fucking
yeah, and Waldo better be too.
yeah, now that he's a podcast guy.
You guys should, start saving up and start thinking about it. And we should actually take it seriously.
We can all break our necks on the mountain and get drunk every night.
We can hit up Andy, obviously.
Yeah. Obviously,
and, like,
Jake.
Sean and Carl, Jake.
Dude, I
TJ
feel
and
like
Nick.
a lot of our boys snowboard, but I haven't snowboarded with like half of them.
I know I haven't snowboarded with any of them really. Well,
I mean,
actually, that's not
granted,
true.
I only went one fucking time last year, and it was like we were snowboarding on dust.
Yeah, we got to get better snow this year. It's fucking global warming's killing me.
I know.
I got to move to a different state or something. I can't be that far. Like if the winters continue to get worse, I got to move to a new state, and I don't know. Maybe we can go to like Connecticut or something, Lex, and we can be by the beach and fucking in the mountains at the same time, or like New Hampshire has beaches and mountains, but can't stay here.
Yeah, dude. So it's funny because like one of the main reasons I ended up going to coastal was just because of the weather. Like I hated the winters in upstate New York, and like I was just like, dude, I just want I want to be warm all the time, and I want it to be nice out. Because I don't know, I like growing up, even now, like I still get seasonal depression sometimes, and it's just like because of the weather. I'm like, why is that a factor? Like, because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I came down to South Carolina, and I was like, I loved it for like, however, I still love it now, but like, dude, I don't enjoy being like drenched in sweat and like being super super hot for like the whole like amount of summer. I don't know, it's just like the humidity down here is not a factor that I factored in.
Yeah.
And now that I've been down like in the south for so long, I've like started to kind of miss the winters, and like I want to be able to go snowboarding on any given weekend. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I've learned to like enjoy a lot of aspects of winter, and I kind of miss it. So like, if we do end up moving to Denver, like I feel like it's going to be like the perfect half and half.
Yeah. I don't think it's going to get like as hot. I think it's going to be cold more than you think.
Yeah. Which I'm fine with, dude, because it sucks when you walk out your house and you're immediately like can't breathe and you're sweating and it's like 9:00 at night.
And every time you get in your car, you literally want to singe. You feel like you're singeing your body. You're just going to melt there.
Dude, that, and I don't know about you, but it's so hard for me to like sleep when I'm like hot. Like I can't sleep hot. But in the winter, I sleep cold, and I'm having the greatest night of sleep of my life, dude.
Dude, I like a cold room that I can then like cuddle up, like bundle myself in blankets.
I want to be warm in a cold room. That's how I like sleep perfectly.
Yeah, I think that's like the best way to sleep for your body.
It feels the best. I hate being like sweaty and like not comfortable, dude. If I'm like hot and I can't sleep, then I'm not gonna be able to sleep. They're like, won't let me sleep if I'm hot.
Nah, I don't sleep when I'm hot either. Impossible. I had that issue the other night.
The only thing that sucks about sleeping when it's cold is like sometimes when you wake up and your throat is just like, does that ever happen? Yeah, dude. Like the driest thing since the Sahara Desert.
And like when you really gotta piss, but you're like, wow,
it's freezing.
I gotta walk, and then I gotta go step on the tile floor barefoot in the bathroom.
Yeah, dude.
My toes are gonna fall off.
My wieners in my stomach.
Yeah, so I don't even know if I can find it to pee because it was little to begin with.
Oh man, that's facts though.
Yeah,
like waking up when it's cold is the worst.
You got a little wiener to begin with.
That's the trade-off. Well, yeah, the trade-off though when you're sleeping cold, like waking up cold sucks. Falling asleep cold
and it's a lot harder.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so much harder.
That's why I like Wednesdays during fantasy football season because I'm waking up, I'm checking waivers, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm up.
I'm up. Yeah, that's true. Why can't every day be waivers day?
And hey, when you do fab and you have everyday waivers, then you get to check it every day.
Right.
And then you get to wake up every day. I hope everybody wakes up every day.
Well, then we would have a serious population problem because we would never die.
That's true. That's true.
We've gotten into the population problem on this podcast before.
A couple times. I got another philosophical high guy thought. This one definitely philosophical, not high guy.
Okay.
It's a Socrates thing. I fuck with Socrates. He's a smart man.
Wait. It's a soccer team's thing?
Socrates.
Socrates? Like the philosopher Socrates. I mean, yeah, I knew exactly what you meant then. All right, hit me.
So he had this thing called the triple filter test, and it's like somebody came up to him and was like, yo, skirt bag, what is going on, my guy?
Did we restart the episode?
Dude, I said yo, and that dude was like, wow, I think I'm starting this pod right now.
It's like, funny because you didn't even start the pod like that today.
I know. But now we can start it now. All that was just, the foreplay. Now we can get into the meat and bones of this thing. Yo, let's go back. What is up, my guy?
Yo, listen to this Socrates quote.
So he had this thing. Somebody comes up to Socrates and he's like, yo, Socrates, I got to tell you this thing about your friend. And he's like, well, hold on, we got this triple filter test. And the first test is like the truth test. Like, is it true? Are you like absolutely sure that what you're about to tell me is true? And this guy's like, nah, I just heard it. And he's like, is it good? Like, are you what? Okay, you can do this, Kenny. Is, not are. That's why I couldn't get it out. I'm fucking up my whatever that thing is called. Is what you're about to tell me about my friend like a good thing or a bad thing? He's like, no, it's a bad thing. And he's like, okay. He's like, well, you can still pass this, this test. He's like, the third filter is usefulness. Like, is what you're about to tell me a useful thing? And he's like, no, it's not useful either. And he's like, well, if it's not true, or you don't know if it's true, and it's not good, and it's not going to be useful in any way, why are you going to tell me at all? Like, why do I want to know that? And I was just like, damn, dude, that's literally just like gossip. like, oh, dude, I heard this thing and it's bad, so I'm gonna go run and tell like somebody.
And it's not
blah, blah,
useful.
blah. Yeah, it's not useful. And then the person who was telling this story about Socrates was like, that's like, I guess something that Socrates said was, like, great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, and small minds discuss people. And I was like, yeah, dude.
Oh,
and that's like
hits, dude.
all the people that
hits.
are just like talking about what other people are doing and what's going on in the world, blah, blah, and like not important things. Just like, who cares? Like the
Dude,
Kardashians is like the easy
I
one
was
to pick
just
on.
gonna say, like reality
that,
TV
like,
in general, dude.
yeah.
That's why I hate The Bachelor and Bachelorette. Like that is that right there, dude, is like the reason I despise those shows.
But it's a game show.
But it's not like intentional game show. Like people think like the love on that show is real, and they like fall in
Sometimes
love with
it
these
is.
fake people. How often does
That's
that happen,
the thing.
dude?
That's the thing is everybody wants to win the show, so all the contestants on there are
fake.
like not being their true selves, they're being their best selves.
Right, dude. And it's not only that, like the production team literally like adds drama of their own for storylines and stuff. It's none of it is real. It's all
That's
just,
true.
it's like WWE. I learned that shit was not real, and all the storylines and fake, like all of it was fake when I was like 11. I was like, huh, why am I watching this then? And then I discovered UFC. I was like, oh, real fighting, like reality, dope.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I just can't. And like obviously, like I get it because I love fake shit. Like Star Wars is like my favorite thing ever. I know it's not real though. Like I'm obsessed about it, so I get like the obsession.
That's true, but there is no real version.
Right, and it doesn't like sell itself as real. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
WWE isn't like, oh, watch this crazy shit, but none of it's real. Like, it's not a sport. Like wrestling, WWE to me is not a sport. Don't want to get into that whole debacle, but people think that it is because it's like, oh, well, it's like training. You got to do all. Like, no, it's not, dude. You stomp your foot and fake punch somebody.
Actors, like they have to work out to get in shape to fucking do shit. You think the motherfucker who's playing Thor is just like I'm just yoked like this, bruh. I can just act, I don't even go to the gym.
Yeah, dude. A gym rat who like found out one day he could randomly act. That's Thor.
Yeah, but then like you'd have to keep going to the gym just because you work out and you train for your job doesn't make you a professional athlete. The stunt doubles that are doing crazy shit, I'm sure they train like motherfuckers too, and nobody's out here calling that a sport. You're actor.
It's not, and every I used to think when I watched WWE seriously, like all the feuds and like bullshit that they had on there was real because I don't know, I was a child, I didn't understand, you know what I mean?
Same.
So like I got really into it and I was like, oh, this is so good. Like Rey Mysterio's like he's actually like gonna take down Big Show. Like what, dude? That would never happen in real life, first of all. And there's just like always they had like the bullshit, like the drama, and I would always be like the perfect episode every week. And I was like, then I got older, I was like, this isn't reality. Oh, this is fake. And then I've discovered UFC, and people were getting their brains bashed in, and it was like, oh, these dudes are like fighting for their lives. This is real fighting. Dope. This is a sport. Yeah.
But I mean, I kind of get it too. Like, so maybe you're just looking at it for like, oh, I just want like that entertainment value.
The entertainment purpose. But see, I can't be entertained by something if I know it's fake. That's the thing. Like, I'll watch something, and I get this with like bad movies. Like, if a movie takes my like thought train and just like my general consciousness out of the story, and I'm like hitting the third wall or fourth wall where I'm like, I don't know, I just realized like, oh, that's not a character's name. That's like Robert Pattinson. Like, I don't know, it just like ruins it for me. You know what I mean? So like, if I know like, oh, what he just did, oh, Triple H just hit this dude with a chair, like that was scripted. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It just takes the excitement out for me.
That's true. That's why like sometimes like shows that go too long where the main characters are like always finding their way out of things. It's like they just get old. Like that's how Sons of Anarchy was for me. Like it got old because they kept just getting in trouble and they figured it out. You know what I mean?
That's what makes Breaking Bad one of the best shows of all time for me, dude. Like it gets a little dragged out, like the story's long, but like it's never like the same ending every season. You know what I mean? Where like just barely gets out of it and then he finds, oh, he's back in it again. You know what I mean? Like there's like good storylines and plots to it.
Have you seen In the Dark?
No, I have not.
On Netflix?
Is it a movie or a show?
No, it's a show. It's pretty good. Lex is obsessed with it. because it's about this blind girl and her dog named Pretzel, and she likes the dog. That's why she's obsessed with this show. This dog is barely in the show at all. But a new season just came out, and I shit you not, she finished it in 2 days. But it's pretty good, and some of the storylines in there are like really nice.
What kind of show is it?
Like suspenseful, like a killer kind of.
Oh,
I don't know,
dude. We literally last night started the show Castle Rock. I think it's on Hulu. Have you ever heard of it?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Dude. Well, that's the thing. Maggie was like, "Have you ever heard of this?" And I looked up, and it was Castle Rock. I was like, "Yeah, I've heard of it, but I don't know anything about it." And she goes, "I've heard it's pretty good." So we started, and we watched the first 2 episodes, and it is insane, dude.
Is it?
You and Lex would
like
love.
Gory?
No, not gory. Just like suspenseful and like the plot twists. And we're only 2 episodes in, but it's super good. Before we got on the podcast, Maggie was like turning on the TV, and I was like, "You better not be watching Castle Rock without me." And she was like, "I wanted to," and I was like, "I could have put it on all day, and I didn't."
Yeah,
it's that good, dude. Like we're 2 episodes in, and we're both like, "This show's really good. We need to watch it all."
I'll probably have to check that out.
Yeah, it's super suspenseful and just like creepy and thrilling at the same time.
In the Dark though, pretty solid. I'd recommend it to a friend. Here I am recommending it to you.
I'll watch that. You watch Castle Rock, and then we'll report back however long later that is.
All right. I think In the Dark is like 4th season. I think season 4 just came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of nice because then you have like a like good amount to watch, and you're gonna be satisfied for a while.
Yeah.
I always hate finding like a great show and knowing it's like the first season. I'm like, oh.
I gotta see like when Succession's coming back, dude. I fucking love that show, and I got Lex to watch it, and she liked it too. And I'm like, let's go.
I've heard that was good. I've never watched it though.
No, yeah, it's I liked it a lot, but I don't know like when the next season's coming out, or even how many seasons there are.
That's on HBO, right?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch Game of Thrones? Were you a Game of Thrones person?
Nah, I didn't watch Game of Thrones.
Me neither, but they have a new show that came out like 2 months ago called The House of the Dragon, and it's like a prequel. It's like 200 years before the Game of Thrones story, and it's really fucking good. I understand why people love Game of Thrones now, because I was just like, I've always been like, oh, people love Game of Thrones. Like, it's like something I would be into. Let me watch it. And then I would watch like the first 2 or 3 episodes of the first season. Never could get into it. And then when this one came out, like everybody was talking about how good it was. And I had HBO Max. So I was like, oh, let me throw on the first episode. And after 20 minutes, I was hooked.
Well, you should watch Succession because it's probably not as good as Game of Thrones, but I mean, it's pretty good.
That's like a business movie, right?
Yeah. So like this family owns like the biggest media company in the world basically. But they're like an old media people. And then like the dad's old and sick, and there's 3 kids. There's like the daughter who was like a stud in politics. The son who was like right-hand man, but like super addicted to drugs because of that lifestyle of like being like a super, well-known like businessman in New York City.
Yeah.
And like young and stuff like that and rich. And then there's like their other brother who's like just kind of like a knucklehead, but he kind of like thinks he deserves some and like kind of is pretty good at it too. That's like the main characters. And it's just like all this crazy shit about the business and the family, and like it's like I find it really interesting because I really like business.
That kind of sounds like modern day Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, kind of.
Just probably
they are covering up like a bunch of fucking rape scandals from their cruise line sector.
Yeah.
So they're definitely doing some shady shit.
That sounds like something that'd catch my interest for a while.
Yeah, and like everyone's like trying to fuck each other over. At the end of one of the seasons, like the son who's like addicted to drugs like tries to like take over the company with another guy. Like they try to do like a takeover and like buy all their shares out. And then he's like sucking his dad's dick basically to get back into the company, and he's kind of his bitch. And then now he's like trying to take it over again, but from the inside, and saying his dad's like not fit to run the company. And I can't wait for season 4. That's all I have to say.
Has it been like announced, like a date announced for it?
Nah, they started filming. No, that's all I got. No official release date. Probably not until next year, though.
Dude, when the Son of a Boy Dad podcast, when like the last season was live, every week they'd be like, "Hey, did you watch Succession this week?" And it would just like run this bit the whole time talking about Succession. Like, yeah, dude, the new episode of Succession was really good.
It's creme de la creme. This is one of my favorites. It's up there with Peaky Blinders.
Ooh, dude, I'm so glad that you're like in on Peaky Blinders now.
Yeah, Peaky Blinders is probably my favorite.
It took me a while to be like into it. My brother was super into it when it first came out, and I was just like, I remember Mayo used to watch it too, but I never like started it and got into it. And then I just randomly like laying in bed at 2 a.m. one night, Maggie was dead asleep. I'm like, let me try this show. I'll watch one episode, and then I didn't fall asleep for like the following 12 hours because I was just watching Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, I'd watched the first episode like 3 times probably, and I think the first time I watched it, and I didn't watch the show again until like 3 months went by, and I was like, all right, let's start at season 1, episode 1. And then, a bunch of time went by, and I didn't watch episode 2. But then Lex and I were like, all right, let's do it. So let's start from the top. And then we stuck with it, and it was pretty fire.
Yeah. Shit's gas. I love the characters in that show.
Yeah, me too. I want her to watch Hell on Wheels. Have you seen that?
I've seen like random episodes of it. I haven't seen it like full.
Yeah, I watched that when it was on Netflix. I think I saw it's on Amazon because I went to Amazon to find the football game the other day. And I think Hell on Wheels is on Amazon Prime Video now.
Ooh.
I don't know. That was pretty solid.
Have you noticed on your Amazon Prime how like they have shit available, but it's like, oh, you need to subscribe to like Discovery Plus or something Plus here to watch this?
No, I don't really look on Amazon Prime Video at all.
Me neither, dude. But like sometimes, like for like sometimes baseball, the Yankees or like NFL will be on, so it'll be on there. And I'm like, oh, I forget like that I have this because I have Prime, and then I'll go back and like watch it or like see what's on it, and I was like, oh, maybe Ghost Adventures is on there. So I searched it up, and it was like, oh, you need the Discovery Plus subscription to watch this on Amazon Prime. So it's like literally a subscription inside of a subscription. I'm like, dude, how far is this just like black hole of having to subscribe to every little thing gonna go?
Call it Subception.
Subception, yeah. We should make a Rick and Morty episode about that.
Subscription.
Every
Inception?
time you subscribe to something inside of something, you just like
become subcepted.
Yeah. Yeah. Subcept to subscriptions.
I think I want to do Birds games again.
On the Colorcast?
Maybe Colorcast.
You should just do a Twitter space, dude.
I was thinking Twitter Spaces. Twitch has this whole thing. It's called sidecasting.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how it works, but like, I won't be able to show the game, because like I don't have the rights and shit. Like they'll shut that down. But I don't know what I could show. Maybe I could just have like scores, like play-by-play scores on ESPN. You know how they do, and then kind of commentate over it.
There's got to be a way. Dude, Nick Merckx, I used to watch Thursday Night Football. He would stream on Twitch, and he would just stream the game and, like, have his little camera in there and just, like, it'd be like you're hanging out watching the game with Nick Merckx. So I wonder, like, I don't know. I mean, he's a huge streamer. He's, like, a top 5 streamer on there, so he probably has the rights to the game. But, like, I wonder what the rules are around that. Like, if you were streaming as, like, a sportscaster, like, you would kind of need video. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't think that they let you because I think that none of us have the rights to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Nick Merckx has like a deal with the NFL or some shit like that.
Yeah, little side deal.
But it was dope, dude. Every Thursday night, like I would just hop on Twitch on his stream and he would have the game so I could watch the game with their commentators and he would just be sitting there like talking to chat and like talking about football and like his bets that he had for the day or just like random shit.
That's pretty dope.
Like, dude,
I really
that's got to be the best
that.
job ever, dude. I would sit here and do that with Yankees games every single night.
Yeah. emailed Merrill Reese's agency, and they emailed me back, but I forgot to look at it. But I saw it in my inbox, and I was like, oh shit, they actually answered me. I don't think it was a positive response.
No?
No, I think it was like, thanks for reaching out, but this man's kind of busy calling the Birds games right now.
Season just started. Get back to us by week 8.
Right. Look, all I want to do is like talk to him and like find out how I can take his job. I don't understand what the big deal is.
I mean,
Not even
dude,
right now, dude. Let me just do training.
What episode is this? You got like
81.
80 episodes under your belt of experience, dude. I'm sure if you listened to this episode right now and went back and listened to our first episode would be straight fire garbage, dude.
Yeah. I bet it would be.
We didn't even know. We barely know what we're doing now, but we don't know what we're doing. Thing about what we were doing when we first started.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
First episode, I don't even think we had a doc. We were just out here winging it.
Yeah, I mean, dude, do you remember our first episode from like when we first tried to start this shit like years ago?
Yeah, it was not great. Oh, our first episode was like on Instagram Live, dude. We didn't even have that in the archives. That thing's forever gone.
It's gotta be out there somewhere, dude.
Nah, it's gone. I don't think it's safe.
What if we become the next like Joe Rogan and I don't know other major podcaster, and then someone brings up that first IG Live podcast from just out of nowhere, dude?
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome.
I want to know what we talked about.
Probably like that week's sports or some shit.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is like we actually did get like a bunch of people tuned into that. Yo, we gotta start going live on Riverside and like, cause it sends out notifications like, yo, these knuckleheads are live.
We can go live on here?
Yeah, we can go live through, I think, maybe like a couple different things. Facebook, YouTube, something else.
Instagram would be fire if we could.
I don't know if you can do Instagram. We could do Facebook, which is like the same thing.
Or Twitter. I feel like we got a solid Twitter following for what it's worth.
Yeah. Or if we could just be live fucking maybe, I don't know.
TikTok would be the shit. If we could do TikTok, that would be perfect, dude.
Yeah, I'd fucking doubt it, though.
Well, we'd have to do it off my personal account because we don't have 1,000 followers on our podcast account, but still.
Fucking rules.
It'd be money, bro. Like I said, I hopped on there for like a week and a half ago or something randomly because I was like, oh, I haven't been on live in a minute. I used to go on there because, dude, their algorithm is perfect for it. It just throws your live into random people's For You page. Like, you'd be scrolling and you'll just get like a random live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I've noticed it's, like, certain times of the day where they'll just send out, like, oh, this person's live or, you know what I mean? Like, because I get the notifications. And so I hopped on at, like, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock one day for, like, 10 minutes. And I had, like, 75 people in there. And I was just like, I'm sitting here at my laptop. Like, I'm working, dude. Like, I just hopped on here to see, like, what my following would do and, like, test it. And I had 75 people in there.
That's not too bad.
Like, yeah. So if we could start recording this bitch on there, people could tune in.
That's true.
Get the live reactions.
So through Riverside, we could live stream to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn, and then it has custom service. Enter any RTMP address to send the live broadcast to that service.
I don't know what that means, but we'll figure it out.
Nah, me neither, but we can try to figure it out, yeah.
That's what I was saying. We need our own producer.
Yeah, we need somebody that knows a lot more than me.
We need like a little guy in the top corner of our screen on YouTube where he can just chime in every now and then and like make sure we're like sounding good and like have shit to do like that. Yeah.
But I don't know where he's at.
We'll find him. Maybe we should go live on LinkedIn and find out.
Hey, looking for a little help here. Can we go live on Indeed? And our little man will be up there in the corner like, I think we need to move Lonzo. That ain't no problem. Huh? That ain't no problem. We can do Indeed, no problem.
Yo, I love the Skip Bayless ad-libs in that sound. My boy Lonzo. Yeah, no problem. Oh, fucking Skip Bayless, dude.
What a bum, dude. That dude's a bum.
Should we take a deep dive into this doc or what?
Yeah, we can. We got Phil's.
You mean the fightins?
We're talking about the fightins here. The fightins.
Definition of fighting, dude.
Sad. Dude, snuck in. Got ourselves a wild card
skin of their dick.
barely snuck in. But here's the thing, dude. Snuck in and then, like, the team was celebrating like we won the World Series. Like, we really ain't won shit. We didn't even win the division. We got fucking smoked in the division. We're 13 games behind the Mets, who are in second.
Dude, that's the one thing I hate about baseball is, like, teams celebrate. I think the lowest you should go is celebrating a division clinch, because that's like a goal. That's like your first goal, right? Of having a successful season as a baseball team.
Yeah.
Clinch the division, obviously get into the playoffs and win the World Series. But, like, if you barely sneak in as like a wild, like,
right,
the
you're
Yanks,
popping
the Yanks have
champagne.
done this. The Yanks have done this, and I hate it, dude. They pop champagne for like a wild card appearance, dude. It's like you're a wild card. You're not like, you know what I mean? You're not like a playoff. You're not. I don't know. It's just weird to me. Like, even last year when the Eagles were on the wild card team, like, I didn't think we were like a playoff team. We were like, oh, we're a wild card to see if we can make
the Bucks in round one. So you've given us the honor of getting knocked out by the Bucks.
Right.
Thank you.
We can either beat the 1 seed and, like, be the wild card, like, oh, we beat the 1 seed, now we're in the playoffs, or we're gonna get smoked. And yeah, we were just a wild card fringe team.
Yeah.
I hate that they pop champagne for shit like that.
We got fucking.
I mean, dude, no shame though. Like, you made the playoffs, you did like the minimum you could do, but you still did it, and like that deserves a pat on the back. But when you're like popping champagne for that, I don't know.
Yeah,
it just rubs me the wrong way.
No, I agree. And then you're like, all right, we're gonna go to St. Louis this weekend and probably lose on Friday and Saturday, and then see ya.
Yeah, you get one game after you have a celebration like that. You get one hangover game and like the Phils had that. They were down like 8-0 at one point. I was like, who cares?
They lost 10-0 yesterday to the Astros. They're down 3-2 right now, top of the ninth.
Yeah, the Yanks are down 4-2, top of the ninth. We're gonna end 99-63. Couldn't get one more.
So close to that 100.
No, whatever. I don't give a fuck about. Dude, I hate when people are like, "Oh, 100 wins." Blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, that don't matter. Like, none of that shit matters. Like,
yeah, that's true.
There was this Mets fan on my Facebook feed today where he was like, 100 wins since first time since '88. Blah blah blah, talking all that shit. And then I was looking in the comments, and someone else commented. It was like, talking shit as a Yankees fan. He's like, Aaron Judge 62, blah, blah, blah. And then the kid commented, he was like, I don't care about that fake record, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you just celebrated 100 wins, dude. Like
that's not a record at all, let alone.
It's not a record, let alone, like, you know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't be like, oh, first time since 88, let's go. Like, obviously, you should be excited because the Mets are good. And, like, you know, they haven't looked this good in a while, but.
Yeah, hitting that triple digits, though, that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but. I was just like, bro, how are you going to be, like, such a salty person as, like, a baseball fan where you're like, oh, Judge breaking the single-season American League home run record isn't as good as the Mets winning 100 games. Like, dude, 3 or 4 teams do that every single year in the MLB. You see, like...
Yeah, somebody in your own division did it this year, and they won the division.
Yeah, in the middle of a pennant race. Like, as just a neutral baseball fan, like, if that doesn't get your respect, then I don't take anything you say seriously.
Yeah, that's fair. Especially with, like, how much better pitching is now than it was.
Compared to any time in baseball, dude, and it's only going to continue to get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anybody's going to touch the 73 anytime soon within the next, like, 100 years. Ever.
Well,
yeah,
here's the
I
thing.
would be confident
There are 6 or 7 better, I think 6 better seasons. I think Judge has the 7th most home runs in a single season.
Yeah.
But all of them are Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, and Sammy Sosa, and they're all steroid guys, aren't they?
They are, but here's the thing, dude. Jeff Passan, I literally read this before we hopped on. Jeff Passan tweeted last night, the record is 73, Judge hit 62, like, broke the American League record. There's nothing else to talk. There's no other discussion. And then today, he replied to it, and he was like, I was wrong. There is something to discuss. And then it was all about how, like, history is history, right? Like, if you're taking away the facts of history, then it's not history anymore. And the fact is that Barry Bonds hit 73 home runs, whether he cheated or not. Like, everyone knows he did, and he cheated. Yeah. But, like, if all of history was like that, then it wouldn't be history. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that he has 73, but he cheated and has the asterisk, that's a fact. That's history right there. Like, if people start taking away that, then, you know what I mean? Like, what's the point? And, like, I get it. Like, 73 to me is the record, but it's just cool that Aaron Judge was the first clean hitter to do it and hit the most. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, I see both sides of it, but I'm not going to sit here and try and say, oh, Aaron Judge is the home run king because he was clean. Like, no, Barry Bonds is, but he cheated. He still hit the most, but he still cheated.
Yeah, that's true. They should just put me up to bat. No, I'm just kidding. I had 0.
Did you see the thing I sent in Guys Being Dudes the other day where it was like, you get 100 pitches from an MLB, from like a Jacob deGrom MLB pitcher or one-on-one with KD? Like, what are you trying
You get
to
100
like,
shots?
what are you-
Yeah.
I'm taking
Yeah.
KD all day, dude.
Every day.
Every time. And I personally would like...
But you don't even need to get a hit off the ground. You just need to make contact. You don't think you can make
But,
contact?
dude.
Foul one off?
I mean, dude,
But-
I want to say that I think I could, but I really don't think I could.
You couldn't foul a bunt off?
That's not the same. You can't take bunting out. I could
Yeah,
foul a
fuck
bunt
off.
off.
I'm taking that million.
You're not getting...
I'm
Oh,
trying
you
to
get
hit
it.
you with a stipulation. You
Dude,
said
if
make
you-
contact
bro,
off a pitch with Jacob deGrom.
With a swing, not a bunt. Anybody can just point a bat out there and maybe hit the ball, dude. That's the
Maybe.
easiest thing to ever...
That's the
Dude,
thing. So
the kids that
give me
played
100
baseball...
tries.
The kids that played baseball who were bad at baseball could still fucking bunt. I've seen it happen.
Yeah, that's
Anybody
true.
can hold a bat out there and just get lucky. Like, that takes nothing to... Like, you're just holding a bat. He could throw the ball into your bat. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's not gonna, because then he's gonna have to give me $1 million.
Because he's Jacob deGrom. He's going to blow a 102-mile-an-hour fastball at your eyes, and you're going to be like, holy shit, I don't even want to stand in this box for another 99 pitches.
It would be so much harder if it was like deGrom and KD, but if you do like make the shot or make contact, then they give you their own
Dude.
million.
I have the ultimatum here. Here's the thing. Here's what you do to solve this question. You take Jacob deGrom, you take Kevin Durant, and then you do Jacob deGrom throws 100 pitches to Kevin Durant, and then they do one-on-one for 100 possessions. And I think Jacob deGrom could score on Kevin Durant more times than Kevin Durant could hit a fastball from Jacob deGrom.
Maybe Jacob deGrom looks like a goofy motherfucker. I do not know.
Dude,
if
he's
I
like
trust him
six.
to be balling.
He's like 6'4", dude. He's got to be. He's
yeah,
gonna be all
and
right.
he's probably barely coordinated.
He's a shortstop turned pitcher, and he's like the best pitcher of all time. What are you talking about?
I just
He's
feel
like maybe the most coordinated person ever, dude.
I just feel like probably not like as much as KD.
You don't think he's gonna get one basket on KD?
Maybe.
I think he has a higher chance of that happening than KD has of hitting a 100-mile-an-hour fastball at any given time. Have you ever seen KD try and swing a bat? I haven't, but could you imagine it? Probably
No,
not.
but I also think that would be terrible to see.
Well, here's the thing, dude.
Because
Jacob
like, there's
deGrom,
no 6'9" fucking batters, dude. They can't swing bats fast enough to hit.
I mean, Judge is 6'7". That's 2 inches away, and he just broke the
Yeah,
fucking
but judges
record,
think KD's a slender man.
so. KD is a slender man. KD might be the slender man.
He
Nobody
is.
knows. He spends his off seasons like haunting people as Slender Man.
I wouldn't be surprised at all.
No.
I'm trolling him on Twitter.
He probably goes onto like the Slender Man Reddit and just trolls everybody.
Fucking fools, you don't even know how hard I work. I don't even think about you. You guys obsess over me. That would be like a KD thing to say. If I ever saw
Yeah.
Slender Man on the fucking Reddit fucking talking like that, I'm like, that's Kevin Durant.
That's just KD on Twitter, though.
Yeah, I know. That's literally
Dude,
all of his shit is like, you're a fucking grown-ass man. You're at home tweeting at me. What does that say about you?
Yeah, but also
That's
on the same
KD,
side
yeah.
of that, KD's on Twitter, like, looking at that shit. You know what I mean? Like, if he really didn't care, he just wouldn't look at it.
If some random fucking bozo tweeted at you, you would look at it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't, like... Dude, I literally, in our Yankees community all the time, I'll tweet out and just get random, like... I don't know, dude. It's kind of crazy because people just watch games and, like, react, you know what I mean? So, like, they'll just say some shit and I'll be like, oh, I'm not entertaining this. I will say, though, sometimes I do, just because I got to keep it light, you know what I mean? Like, I understand it, but KD's, like... KD's beefing with people who don't even have a fucking Twitter picture, dude.
Somebody just got kicked out of Philly's Twitter community.
The like Philadelphia one or the Phillies, like the baseball team?
Philadelphia one. Like, just like
Oh,
a
really?
Twitter community. Yeah.
For what?
His name was Depressed Phillies fan, and I don't know. I didn't see what he said, but he got the boot,
Yeah, there's been a few in the Yankees who had to get the boot.
and it
Just
was like big.
specifically, there was one guy with a baby as his profile picture, and he just terrorized everyone, dude, for their takes. Like somebody would post something as like maybe like a slightly controversial take, you know what I mean? Not something where I'd be like, "Oh, dude, you're so wrong," but like, like like maybe the take would be like Garrett Cole isn't like looking like our ace that we paid $300 million for, and he would just like reply to them and just like rip their entire life, dude. It was low key so funny. There was this one time
That's
he replied
unreal.
to me. He replied to me once, and he was like kind of nice. I was like, "Oh, all right." Like I didn't respond or anything, but after like 2 months of the season went by, everybody would start tweeting like, "Can we get rid of this fucking guy? Like, what's going on?"
Yeah,
Just
I don't know what happened
terrorizing
to this dude.
communities.
I don't know what he did, but they got him out of there. And everybody was in the community that like all day, like because it was like a night game or something like that. It's like all day they were in there just fucking tweeting about this guy, and I was like, you guys sound like a bunch of fucking dramatic boys and
Yeah.
girls from fucking
Yep.
middle school
Dude,
gossiping.
the communities, I feel the same way because there's so many, and it probably is like there's probably so many people because you can tell when people have like, and especially sports Twitter, they have like pictures of Aaron Judge as their profile picture or whatever.
But
And,
that's just like
crazy ass.
what Twitter is. It's like a popularity contest. Like especially in
Yep.
those spaces, it's like, oh, like how can I get like the most recognition in this space? You know what I mean? Like how can I be the most popular? Like that's what it is. It's all about getting likes and
Yeah.
follows and retweets.
No,
and
dude,
shit.
100%. And I'd be doing
So
it
it
like,
literally is just like high school and middle school.
yeah, dude, it's low key kind of fun though when you do like have the right people to do it with. There was this one time where you remember when Michael K and A Rod used to do like Sunday Night Baseball and they did like the K Rod cast.
Yeah, and they're fucking trash.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But there was this one night specifically where Paul Newman came on, or Paul somebody, like some artist would come on and he started playing the guitar and like singing songs or whatever, and everybody in the community was like, "We're losing to the Red Sox right now in like July. Like this is like an important game. Like why are we watching this happen?" And so like we ended up losing that game, and for like the next week and a half that went on, every game where we would lose, it was like in the middle of like the Yankees like collapse that they had this year. Every game that we would lose, I would just tweet out, "This game is on Paul Newman," or whatever his name was. And like each day, like people would see it and there would be like a week would go by and people would be like, "Dude, this kid's bit is still going. Like it's hilarious." And then I got to a point where I tweeted, I was like, every time that we lose for the rest of the season, I was like, I'm turning the season around. Every loss that we have, I'm tweeting this. Like, you can't stop me.
You cannot.
No.
Maybe I gotta get more into the fucking Twitter spheres. The only team that I follow like that really is like the Birds. So
The Eagles one we have sucks, dude. Like nobody like tweets. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we just get in there and just start being a fucking menace and a fool, and people will like
start
interact with us and
more.
stuff. Yeah, that's what we have to do because nobody like. I'll even be on game day in the middle of the Birds game, like on the Eagles Twitter space, and there's like 3 or 4 people in there that will like tweet and stuff, and like people will like their shit, but like nobody interacts or anything.
I feel like it should be more popular on like primetime games because there's like I feel like on game day.
Everybody else
People
is
are
watching
way more
every
likely
other
to
game
be, like,
too.
at the game, or they're watching all the games, or they're all getting together. But if it's like a Thursday night, like there's not as many people tailgating or going to the game. Like there's not as many people going to Xfinity, especially if it's an away game or something like that. That's probably the best time to be like in the Twitter community.
Yeah, and it's also probably like way better for baseball too because of the amount of games that they have where it's like every night like there's going to be more people just like at home watching the games, like hanging out instead of like, once a week we go to the stadium and tailgate and like are busy all day, but
yeah. I don't know.
It's fun,
but
dude.
we'll try to get some pop. Maybe there's like different ones that we should try to get into.
Yeah, I wonder, like, I never feel like I could search for communities, you know what I mean? I wonder if there's a way you can search for them, because I always just find, like, random links to them, like, on a tweet thread that I'm looking at, and I'm like, let me check this out.
I think you can.
But, dude, the Yankees one that I'm in now started, like, this season, and I was in there when there was, like, 200, 300 people is when I joined it, and now we're at, like, almost 6K, and it's, like, sometimes now, like, if I send out a tweet in it, I know, like, there's just so many people tweeting it's going to get lost in, like, the page, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like, the beginning of the year, you could tweet and, like, everybody would see it because there weren't, like, so many people in there. Right.
Well, we got the wild card coming up.
I'm excited.
Phils are headed to St. Louis for 2 days. and the Mets are hosting the Padres, or for 3 days. Sorry,
3, yeah, it's all
3-day
at the same
series,
stadium,
but it's
right?
all at the same place. So San Diego's going to Citi Field, Philly is going to St. Louis, and then Tampa Bay is going to Cleveland, and Seattle is going to Toronto.
Dude, that Seattle-Toronto series is going to be epic.
Seattle, first time they've made the playoffs in a long time. They were celebrating too.
Dude, them in the Phil. I mean, that's the other thing with the Phils, dude. Like, you guys broke
been
like
a
what,
while.
an 11-year drought. So I understand the champagne in that case, but yeah, dude, the Mariners 22 years, I think, since they've been in the playoffs.
Good for them.
Ken Griffey, I think was the last. Ken Griffey Jr. was the last one that took them to the playoffs. So they're an exciting squad, dude. They're young, they're fired up, they're good, and Toronto's kind of the same way with Vlad and Springer and Bo Bichette, and their pitching rotation that they got over there is pretty nice. So that's going to be a super fun series to watch.
Who do you think wins it?
I want to see the Mariners win it, just because I cannot stand Toronto and the fact that they think they're like a World Series favorite, and they're not. They're like not even close to that yet. But dude, they came into the season. They came into the season as like AL East favorites, and Vlad has a quote where he was like, "Oh, last year they just saw the trailer. This year they're about to get the movie." And then we like ended up winning the division at Toronto. It was the perfect fucking like fuck you moment. But still, I think Toronto's still a good squad. They've got some serious weapons over there. But I want to see Seattle take it. Julio Rodriguez.
Who do you think wins the other series? We're each going to pick them.
I'll take Phils in the Cards-Phils series.
I think I have to. I think that's part of my job.
I've got some Philly affiliation. Haha.
I'm going to take the Mets as well. They're playing the Padres.
Are we taking who we think we're going to win or who we want to win? I think the Mets will win. I think the Mets will win. I want to see the Padres win, though, just because of Mets and Juan Soto.
All right. And then Cleveland and Tampa Bay. I'm going to take Cleveland. I think they're the better squad.
I think Cleveland is the better squad, but I think Tampa Bay has more postseason experience recently, and I think they're kind of just like, this is what they build towards every year. They're the team that's like the most analytic, like what's the best like way to get to the World Series, and they've been the smartest, and they've just got Tyler Glasnow back. I think the Rays will probably take the series.
All right, so we both took the Mets and the Phils, and then we're both the opposite in the AL. In the Premier League this week, Arsenal beat Spurs 3-1, Liverpool drew with Brighton 3-3, and City smoked United 6-3. They were up 6-1. Anthony Martial had goals in the 84th and the 90th, like just some garbage time goals.
Yeah.
Haaland and Foden both had hat tricks.
Haaland's real
so
deal,
good.
Dude. The real fucking deal. What did he end up with today in the Champions League? I saw he had 2, right?
He had 2 at half, and then they subbed him. He didn't play second half.
Okay. Real quick, are you sold on Arsenal yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I think they're the real deal.
8 games into the season, they are
It's not a small sample size.
7 wins, no draws, 1 loss. They're at 21 points. City, 6 wins, 2 draws, no losses. They're at 20 points. But I mean, it's a long season. I think they probably can't maintain this pace. It's like I don't think either team can. Well, City might be able to because they have so many fucking goal scorers. It's unreal. Haaland might score 500 fucking goals this year.
Yeah. That's not even like exaggeration.
He has 19 goals in 11 competitions.
Yeah, that's insane, dude. That's like Messi, Ronaldo peak numbers.
Yeah.
Like it's Messi.
Wild,
Messi
dude.
had
a
96.
Wild.
Messi's goal record was 96, right?
In a calendar year? I don't know.
Yeah. Dude, if
Haaland, in like a season?
Yeah, I think it's 96. I've gotten reports on my phone. I don't know if you've seen it. And it's definitely like not even close. Obviously, it's like super just not true. It's just rumors. But I've been getting some like Bleacher Report and even ESPN notifications saying Real Madrid plan to try and sign Haaland in 2024. And that obviously Man City are going to do like everything they can to not do that. but like the reports early on are Real Madrid are like targeting Haaland by the end of his contract.
I hope
And
not.
I'm at a point with him where I was like, I would have wanted him before he went to City, but like now that we don't have him, like why would we not just build like Real Madrid have great
Because
chemistry
he's
right
so
now.
freakishly amazing, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it would be like the next like Ronaldo or Messi signing, dude. I think,
Dude,
his
it's
next.
like he's as dominant as everybody thought Mbappe was going to be.
Yeah, dude, 100%.
Like, he is everything that people thought Mbappe would be.
Yeah, that Dortmund, dude. Borussia Dortmund just fucking ripping them out.
Breeds them, dude.
Breeds them, dude. It's like a farm. It's crazy.
I know. So now, all right, so we'll go to La Liga quick. Real Madrid draw. They drop points to Osasuna. Real Betis lost, but Barca and Atletico win. Barca are now on top of the table by goal differential.
Yep. We got
they
Del
both have-
Clasico coming up too, right?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's this month.
That's like the old school ESPN. I don't know.
I don't know.
They're both 6 wins, 1 draw, no losses. Barca lead on goal differential by 7. And they just agreed to sell Griezmann to Atletico for 20 mil.
Barca did?
Yep.
He's back in Madrid?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel I'm just like so disconnected from soccer. I feel like
I've actually been more connected to it than I have been I feel like the World Cup has me just like amped, and also like the fact that Real Madrid has like a fun young team that I can like invest my time in has got me watching.
I love watching City, dude.
Yeah.
But like outside of City, I don't give a shit. That's the thing.
Yeah, like I'll follow Arsenal a little bit in the Premier League, and I'll follow like I don't know. The other day we were at the bar and like I think like Wolves were playing Southampton or some shit like that, and I was sitting there watching it, and it was funny. And then they cut to Aaron Judge getting walked by the Orioles. I was like, ah, god damn it, dude! I would have been fucking going nuts if he hit his 60-second while I was here.
Champions League, we're back. A couple games, or I guess a bunch of games yesterday. Bayern win 5-0. Liverpool win. Porto beat Leverkusen 2-0. Inter beat Barca 1-0. I thought that was a big result.
Yep.
Marseille wins 4-1. Napoli beat Ajax 6-1. That's kind of surprising. Like Ajax is usually better than that. 6-1, they got smoked. Club Brugge beat Atletico Madrid 2-0.
Atletico Madrid are shit in the bed in the Champions League.
Yeah, they're not good. Frankfurt and Tottenham draw 0-0. Those are yesterday's games. Today's games, Red Bull Leipzig beat Celtic 3-1. I watched some of that game. Did you know Joe Hart is like the backup Celtic goalie? He played most of today's game.
The backup Celtic goalie?
I think so. He played like most of the game. Yeah.
That is a name I have not heard in a minute, dude.
Yeah. I know. I was so surprised when they said it. I was like, oh my god, that really is Joe Hart.
Whenever I hear his name, I just think of him the video of him like running with his arms out after Balotelli scored.
He's a stud.
Or I mean, Aguero.
Yeah, the 93-46 or whatever.
Yeah. Just doing the airplane.
Leipzig got a goal called back on VAR. Somebody was offsides who never touched the ball. The ref it was just like he kind of obstructed Joe Hart's view, and he was in an offsides position. And they called it back. Literally within a minute, Joe Hart just like playing out of the back, passed it to the other team, and then they scored. The dude that was called offside scored,
and
then scored another one to make it 3-1.
Oh no!
But also, I was watching that game, dude, and the Celtic fans are amazing to watch.
They're crazy.
I see them in the stands, and they're all just like little, like Conor
Irishmen?
McGregor's, like they're all like chubbier in the face than Conor McGregor, but just like rowdy, like feisty as hell, like Conor McGregor, dude. You know, just like little chubbier McGregors just out there wilding at this game, and I can like hear their accents when they yell,
doing their chants.
Yeah, even though it's silent, you know what I mean. But I can hear the accent just from looking at their face.
Oh, that's so funny, dude. A bunch of little Conor McGregors.
Red Bull Salzburg win 1-0. City won today 5-0. Real Madrid won 2-1. Chelsea beat AC Milan 3-0. That's a good result.
Yep.
Dortmund beat Sevilla 4-1. Also a good result. And Juve beat some bum team 3-1. I think if they didn't win today, they were going to be like eliminated from the knockout round.
From Juve?
Yeah.
What match day are we on? This is 4, right?
I think this is 4. It might be 5.
Have they lost every single game?
I don't know. Benfica and PSG draw 1-1. Messi had a beautiful goal though. I saw the highlight of it, and it was just like a nice like link up with Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe, but like nothing crazy, just like simple passing. And from top of the 18, Messi like with his left foot just top far corner. It was
Curled
really
it.
perfect magic.
Oof. Nothing better than a Messi curler, dude.
Nah, dude, it was beautiful. So Group A, Napoli and Liverpool are at the top, 9 and 6 points. And then Ajax have 3. 3 games played. That's it.
Wait, say that again?
Napoli and Liverpool are at the top of their group, but we've only played 3 games.
Oh, so next week will be match day 4, or
Yeah.
whenever the next round is.
And then in Group B, dude, Club Brugge is at the top with 3 wins. And then Porto, Leverkusen, and Atletico all have 1 win.
Damn.
3
Club
points.
Bruges, okay.
Yeah, dude, shitting on them. In Group C, Bayern's at the top, and then Inter, and then Barcelona, 9-6, 3 points each. And then Pleasant is at the bottom with no points, minus 11 goal differential.
Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Rough few days for them boys.
Group D, Sporting's at the top with 6 points. Tottenham and Frankfurt are tied with 4 apiece, and then Marseille have 3. So that one's pretty open. So is this next one.
Still a lot of ball left to be played.
Yeah. Group E, Salzburg is at the top with 4, and then Chelsea and Milan are tied. No, Salzburg has 5, Chelsea and Milan are tied with 4, and Dynamo Zagreb have 3. So that one's pretty open too. Real Madrid
Dynamo
have 9.
Zagreb. I don't
Yeah,
know
they're
why
bums.
They're
Zagreb.
always in the Champions League, though.
Yeah, they must be nice.
Nice scrubs.
Real Madrid have 9, and then Shakhtar 4, Red Bull Leipzig 3, and Celtic 1. Man City have 6, 9. Dortmund have 6. Sevilla and Copenhagen both only have 1. And then PSG and Benfica have 7, and Juve have 3. So if they would have lost today, they would be sitting with 0 points.
Wow. Juve's really like taking a plunge, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's ever since Shane stopped supporting them. I was thinking about it today.
Yeah, dude, it's like facts though. Yeah, Ronaldo got out at the perfect time.
Yeah, but he's not even like playing at Man U. Like Ten Hag is saying that he's mad because he's not playing, but he looks good in practice. I'll tell you what, dude. Last year it was like, oh, like Messi's done, Ronaldo's the GOAT, blah blah blah. And this year Ronaldo ain't done shit. I don't even know if he's seen the field. And Messi's having like a very fine year in PSG.
Yeah.
Thierry Henry was talking before the Champions League games today, and he was like, look, dude, last year, like, Messi had no preseason. Like, he was in Barcelona until, like, the last second. Didn't have any preseason with those guys. Like, he had to move to a whole new country. Like, he just left the city that he's lived in forever, a place that he literally thought he was never going to leave. Like, mentally, it takes a toll on you. Now you have to integrate to a new system. Like, now, like...
in a new country with a new language.
Yeah,
like
now, like, your family is finally settled in there. Like, you had a full preseason. Like, you're used to the system. Like, now things are going to start to flow a lot better. Like, there was a lot going on for him last year.
Yeah.
And some other dude said Messi had COVID and a lung infection in December and just balled through it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. That might just be
I was
propaganda.
gonna say that, like, the combo of those two sounds pretty bad.
Was this flu game? Or like flu season.
Yeah, right? Jesus Christ.
In MLS, we've got the Union lose to Charlotte. They got smoked. It was like 4-0.
Ooh.
Like I said before, we're 2 points ahead of Montreal for the 1 seed. I hope we get the 1 seed because I already bought tickets to the first playoff game of the season. And if we're not the 1 seed, that means we have to play either the 15th, the 16th, or the 17th. And we're flying home from Arizona on the 15th.
Fly straight into the stadium.
Dead ass. I'm just going to parachute here.
Yeah, just drop me off like 10 minutes before you land.
But I mean, Lex says that she thinks it's going to be the 16th. I'm hoping that it's the following Sunday. That I think would just be best case scenario.
Yeah, then you don't have to like rush to it.
Nah. Also, I'm trying to go into the city for to watch some Premier League games. They're having like Fan Fest in Center City on
Ooh.
that Sunday, and my cousin Bobby hit me up and was like, "We should go." Blah blah blah. All the tickets are sold out for Sunday, but the Man City bar is literally like a block and a half away.
Like right next to it.
Yeah. So I'm
Have you
like,
been
dude,
to-
I know
you-
we can go to this.
You went
bar.
to that was the city you went or the bar you went to with Wig that one time, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I was gonna say, like, I don't know. The City Liverpool game on that Sunday is 11:30. And then there's 4 games at 9 o'clock. There's like a full slate of games at 9. So I'm like, dude, worst case scenario, we stand outside and we watch the 9 o'clock games, and then towards the end we just walk over to the City bar because like the City bar wasn't open for the early game when Wig and I went.
Right.
Like we had to go to a different bar because it wasn't open yet.
That's
So
whack.
I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna be open. I might give them a call and just be like, "Yo, you guys
Gonna
know
be
that
open or
Fan
what?
Fest is going on? Like, are you gonna be open early?" Because
Is
like, I
that-
mean, you get a shit ton of business
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, like your entire clientele is gonna be like right outside your fucking store.
right outside your door.
Yeah.
It's like low key down like a little alley. Like it's kind of like hidden. Like it's not like really out in the
It's the
open.
best
but
that's
it's
the best
dope.
place.
Dude. It's huge and it's honestly really nice. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's the perfect place, dude. Low key. You gotta be on the in to know where it is.
Yeah, I forgot what it was called, but I found it pretty quick. We got a little bit more to talk about, so maybe we should. hit this.
All right, we will.
Go Birds.
Before we get into the Go Birds, I just want to say thank you to our sponsor. No, I'm just kidding. I actually just got an update about the whole Man City and Real Madrid drama I was just bringing up.
Yeah.
It says Man City manager Pep Guardiola says Erling Haaland doesn't have a Real Madrid clause in his contract. So, breaking news, folks. It wasn't real.
Oh man, dude, that's why I like hate like soccer
Football
news.
media,
It's almost
yeah.
all fake.
Yeah, dude. It's like the first thing you see, you're like, oh, shit, what? But, like, if NFL or NBA, like, something broke out like that, like, you can almost know 100%. Like, if it's from, like,
Depending
a
on
trusted
who it
source.
comes from, you can know how like trustworthy it is.
Right.
There are so many bullshit sources, and everybody's lying in Europe.
Yeah, dude. It's super annoying.
The Birds, dude. I don't have much to say. Week 4 is in the books. We beat the Jags 29-21. Miles Sanders had a crazy game. That is legitimately all I know. I was yammered in the rain, tailgating. It was great. It was a great experience. It took us forever to find TJ. Like, not to find him, just to like get into a parking lot. It was a fiasco. But we get over to TJ, and it's like raining, but literally set up right next to him was these other people tailgating, and they own this company called Condiments, and they make 2 different types of sauces, like condiments, you know what I mean? But John.
Yeah.
So they were like, we're just going to make a shit ton of little burger sliders, like cheeseburger sliders, with our sauce on it, and just give it out to people for free. And dude, the sauce was so good. And I'm about to be posting on the Instagram with like, get some free advertising because that shit slapped. And they were giving out free burgers at the tailgate.
Dude, 1, I love free burgers. 2, I love sauce. So
It was so good, dude. So good.
John Demers. That's so funny.
Yeah, that's dope, right? And so we just like hung out, like did some drinking, did a little like cooking. We did like a little breakfast action. Instead of like regular like food, we did breakfast food. Went over to Xfinity. Honestly, dude, it was miserable. It was so cold and wet because it was raining. But
Dude,
got to
you know what?
Xfinity and like
You
that
know what's
wasn't
funny?
bad.
I'm sitting there watching the game, the Birds game on Sunday, and Maggie's sitting next to me. I'm like, I noticed it like zoomed in on Jalen Hurts, and I saw it was like pouring rain. I was like, wonder what Kenny's up to right now. It's fucking pouring dicks. Like, I was like, I know he's either 1, inside Xfinity, like dry and getting drunk, or 2, he's outside getting absolutely drenched and drunk.
Nah, yeah, we were inside getting drunk. Left there. Emery and Jess came through because they were in town for a wedding or something. They came over, so we hung out for a little bit. Stayed up way too late, but it is what it is. We had a good time. It was nice to see them.
I got a Snapchat from Doobie, and it was of her funneling, and then Austin chugging, and then you were like off to the side, and like in the middle of the video, you just see your head. You're just like, and you go, hello, and then just dip.
We were playing Quiplash on Jackbox.
Oh yeah.
And they I wasn't in, and they're like, you gotta get. So, all right, it's like, you gotta make a name, and I'm like, I don't know. And all I could think of was hello from the fucking Rick and Morty. So I just made my name hello.
Dude, I got on Xbox and saw that you were online and saw that you were playing Jackbox, and I knew that Doobie and Austin and Jess were there, so I was like, oh, they're probably playing some Jackbox like party games. So I was like, I'm gonna send them a message. I just clicked on your name and sent you a message that just said bitch. I was like hoping you would be like see it and like just open it and everybody would see that.
Dude, I was literally honestly laying on the floor playing with the dogs. I was like the most not into that game as anybody could ever be not into a game that they're actively playing.
I've been there before, brother.
Yeah. I was just so beat. Like, got home, Lex and I smoked a J, and then I was hammered, and then we smoked a J.
Yeah, not a great combo.
No,
For trying to
after
stay
that,
awake.
it was just pretty much game over for me.
Yeah.
And then, Austin's found my whiskey collection, so I was like, let's take a little shot of each of these.
Oh no. On a Sunday night too. That Monday morning was probably miserable, dude.
Yeah, it was pain. Lots of heartburn. I think it was from the pizza that we got. The pizza was good, but it definitely gave me heartburn the next day when I ate it.
Dude, we have like 15 coupons for a free delivery Jimmy John's large pizza. So
Jimmy John's does pizza?
Or not, I always say that. I literally said that last week. I was like, is it Jimmy John's here? And she's like, you mean Papa John's? And I was like, yeah. But it was Papa John's. And it was either free, you could get it totally free and go pick it up, or you could like order something else with it for delivery and get it delivered for free. So I was like, all right, I'm going to order like garlic knots and we'll get this pizza for free. So I did that. And they have like this spicy garlic butter dip that you can get, and it's so good, dude. Oh my god, I was feasting. I don't even like pizza like that much. Like Domino's and Papa John's, I'm like, it's not like that's not like real pizza to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if I'm hungry and I've been drinking all day and I'm just like watching football, like I'll eat Papa John's or something like that. And I'm telling you, dude, the garlic knots and the pizza hit so nice.
I'm trying to think of where Lex and I had pizza from recently, and I was just I just remember being like, you know what, dude? This pizza is like really making me appreciate pizza because like I like pizza that it's probably like really hard to cook, right? Because like you want your dough to be like good and like sturdy, right?
Yeah, like firm.
I like a nice sturdy crust. Like I don't want it to be floppy.
Yep. If I taco my pizza and it's still like floppy at the end, that's how I know it's not great pizza.
Too floppy.
Yep.
That too much sauce.
Too much flop.
Facts. I like a nice sturdy crust.
Me too.
That I can crunch into. And it's probably tough to get like the perfect crunchiness without burning it.
Without getting it. Oh, yeah, right. Because nobody likes a crust you can't bite into. I don't want to be biting into glass.
Right.
I will say I don't mind a doughy crust, but I want like the inner part of the pizza to be like firm. You know what I mean? Like if the crust isn't like super crunchy, I'll still like.
No, same.
As long as like the middle of the piece is firm, then I'm fine.
Yeah. I don't mind a little extra dough. Prefer a thin crust. Or I prefer to go super doughy and get like a Brooklyn pie, or like a grandma's pie or something like that, like the thick Jones that are like an inch thick. But that's like different. That's specialty and it's supposed to be like that. But like regular pizza, I would rather have thin crust.
Thin crust, for sure.
But that's all right.
But the birds.
The birds, dude. They're good. They're 4-0. Going to Arizona this week. Gonna be there doing it live. I think we're going to try to get into the stadiums early and just, like, get some autographs and shit and bounce around.
That would be fresh.
Game starts at 1.
Who'd you want to get first?
Lane.
Yeah, he's a dog.
But pretty much anybody, dude. Like who do I not want? You know what I mean? Like, Lane. Right. If I get, like, Lane, Fletch, BG, like, some of the older heads, like Jason Kelsey, like, that would be, like, premier. Love Slay, like AJ Brown, Devonta, Booby, Jalen Hurts.
Darius Slay would be sick, dude.
Yeah.
That would be fresh.
Jordan Davis, just because he's a fucking beast.
Big dog, yeah. Some would say big dog over Mueller.
I really want to get a Zach Ertz autograph.
Oh, that would be sick, dude. If you got you went to the Birds Cards game and got a Ertz autograph.
I think it's possible because like Ertz loves Philly, dude.
Philly.
Like
Yeah,
he was here
for
forever.
sure.
He loves the city. He's probably looking forward to this game so much.
Yeah. And I have him in fantasy, so I low-key hope he balls out. But
Yeah,
we still win.
I tried to
Oh.
make a trade with Cassandra. I'd give her Kyle Pitts and a wide receiver, and she'd give me Zach Ertz and a running back. She said no, thank you.
Dude, Zach Ertz is like a top 4 tight end right now. I think he's like number 4.
but you can't like. But that's the thing. What you are and what you're gonna be are two different things.
That's true. But he's on the path to being a top 5 tight end like this year. You know what I mean? 4 weeks in.
Yeah, until DeAndre Hopkins comes back.
Yeah, that's true. Good thing I have him in some of my leagues.
I don't have him anywhere.
I think DeAndre Hopkins was low-key a super smart pick this year. I think the people that picked him and like kind of just was like, all right, I'm going to stash him for 6 weeks, like they're going to reap some benefit because they don't look like the same team without him, dude.
They are bad.
Yeah.
From last week in the NFL, we got Tua pretty much fucking died on the field. That was one of the most horrific things I've seen.
Yeah.
I know that I saw 2 people die in NFL games this year. Dane Jackson from Buffalo, his head, there's no way it's still connected to his
I
body.
missed that one, yeah.
I know 100% that man died on the field. His head came off. You can't convince me otherwise. He's dead. Tua, pretty
Number
much dead.
2. Yeah. The fact that after 2 weeks ago when he got hurt and he like stumbled, we talked about this on the pod. When he stumbled and then after the game they were like, "Oh, it was his back tightening up." I was like, "That's bullshit, dude. Are you kidding me?"
Dude, that's
like,
such bullshit.
You got to be a real asshole to be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, his back tightened up."
Yeah, the doctor that cleared him was like fired pretty quickly, as he should be.
Well, yeah, dude, and then also the hit that he took this week wasn't like it didn't look that bad when it happened. So it's like
And
something triggered it.
Some people were like dogging that hit, saying that he like ripped him to the ground. And I said this when it happened, and Lex and I were talking about it the other day. Maybe it was last night. It was one night recently, and I was like, dude, like it's not a dirty play. Like he doesn't rip him to the ground.
Oh God,
the
no.
dude, he just like he's literally just like has his arms around his waist and like falls to the ground and like brings his arms
Pulls him
with
down.
It's not like
Yeah.
he was like violently ripping him. Like there's
Right.
like no like extra motion in his arms like pulling him to the ground. He's just tackling the quarterback.
I mean, dude, I get there are like dirty hits in football, right? But like in that,
And that's not one of them.
In that scenario, even if he did like pull him down to the ground, like when we start analyzing tackles, like, oh, he pulled him down too fast, like that's not football anymore, dude. Like the whole point
But
of
like he
playing
didn't.
defense.
So just the fact
Right,
that
but even
somebody's
if he
gonna be
did,
like,
but
oh, that was
if-
like dirty. Why'd he rip him down like that? He
Yeah.
didn't rip him down like that. He was
And-
literally just playing football. I
It
don't
wasn't
think he was
dirty,
like
dude.
he wasn't like hyped that he literally just like turned this man into a gang member.
Yeah, dude, that was scary. That was scary.
Yeah.
But and then I love how on like Monday we got Tua's not going to be playing this week, and we're like, yeah, no shit, dude. Probably shouldn't play for
he
the
might
next
never
like
play
5
again
weeks.
ever.
Yeah.
And all the NFL did so far was make a new rule that if you get a concussion during the game, you can't come back in that same game. I think that should have been a rule.
Should have been a
How
rule
is that
from
not
the start.
already a rule?
Yeah, right.
Javonte Williams, tore ACL, done for the season.
Tough, dude. I know how much stock you had him in this year too.
A lot, dude. A lot. I have a lot of.
That's how I
Javonte
was with
stock.
Elijah Mitchell, dude. I mean, not
I
as
think
bad.
I had like 3 redraft leagues and a dynasty.
Yeah. I mean, at least a
Um,
dynasty, you'll get him back when he's healthy again.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's like ACL, LCL, MCL, something else, meniscus, and then another thing. Like
it's not
everything.
just ACL.
No, it's everything. It's like, and I think they were saying on the footballers, it's like the same as what J.K. Dobbins had. And he didn't even play the first couple weeks, and his happened in preseason last year.
Yeah.
So Javonte might have a long return, and he might not be able to play like the first half of next season.
At the earliest.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully he gets his surgery like ASAP and just be kind of laid up chilling.
Yeah, dude, that's always tough to see. Like a guy that has that much like draft like stock. You know what I mean? Like a guy
Yeah.
that people are excited for this year, and he's supposed to have his
Yeah.
breakout season.
The Broncos picked up Latavius Murray from New Orleans. I got him in a couple dynasty leagues, but not all of them. Or a couple leagues, not all of them. Mike Boone might see some work, but he's kind of a bum. Cordero Patterson's on IR.
Yeah,
Falcons
it's
are
tough.
just bad. And so is
Falcons-
Mariota. And I
Falcons
can't wait
are
for him to be
bad.
gone because Kyle Pitts sucks because of it.
Yep. And the thing with them is, dude, like, if they get a high draft pick, they're probably going to draft a quarterback. And who's to say, like, he's going to be like this gunslinging stud? You know what I mean? What if he's like a Jordan Love?
He better be fucking a gunslinging slug.
But what if he's not? You know what I mean? What if they try and develop this quarterback and then Kyle Pitts, like, not prime because he's still super young, but like a lot of his career is just wasted on the poopy ass Falcons?
Then I don't know what to tell you, but like they gotta get better.
It's tough scenes for Falcons and their fans. At least
It's
you got
tough
the
scenes
Braves.
for Kenny Stillwell
Yeah, that's fair.
and his fucking Kyle Pitts dynasty shares.
Yeah. I don't have a single share of Kyle Pitts anymore.
Yeah, I have that one dynasty share, and then I have him in Coastal Chicks.
Yeah.
Just because I thought the value was, I think I got him in like the 4th round or something.
I mean,
That's great
yeah,
value.
that value is good, dude. Especially like one of your leagues having him be in a dynasty league. It's like if he does
Right.
pop off.
Right. In fantasy last week, dude, I had a bounce back week. I think I
Yeah?
don't know. I think I won like half of my games. I got
Dude,
another one in Orchids, which was big.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were like so down on yourself last week for being like, oh, I'm the worst fantasy football manager ever. But you're 3-1 in Orchids, dude, and I am
know.
too, and I'm in first place. Like you're not out of it, like even a little
But
bit.
I'm 1-3 in Sleeper Keeper, 0-4 in Random Roommates, 0-4 in Coastal Chicks. I'm only 2-2 in Thick Thighs, and I fucking love my team in there. I think it's so good.
Yeah, I'm
1-3
2-2
in
in Thick
TCU
Thighs
Dynasty, 2-2 in Dynasty Dickheads, 0-4 in Foot Clan Dynasty, and in my Yahoo leagues, I'm 1-3 and 0-4.
Yeah, so in the
I just got my
overall
first win.
scheme
I
of
put up
things-
172 on Wig's head.
Oh shit!
He put up 160.
Wig
was
was
all
probably
upset.
going. Yeah, Wig was probably going into that week too. Like, oh, I bet like got an easy dub this week, and he still put up 160. And then you said,
Dude.
"Psych, bitch."
Wig is, I think, either 1-3 or 2-2, and he's got the most points in the league. He's like in 10th place. He's
One
got the
of
most
those.
points
That's
in the
tough.
league.
I feel for Wig in that. I've been in that situation before.
Yeah, he's not real thrilled.
Dude, I've had a solid start to pretty much all of my fantasy leagues this year, except for Random Roommates. I'm 2-2 in Thick Thighs, 3-1 in our Best Ball League, 2-2 in Coastal Chicks, 3-1 in Orchids, 3-1 in Sleeper Keeper, 2-2 in Foot Clan, 3-1 in TCU Dynasty. And that's it. But like, other than Random Roommates, I don't have a team where I'm like shitting the bed. You know what I mean? Which is surprising because
Yeah.
I really expected it for both of my dynasty leagues, at least.
So let's do a little recap action on Random Roommates last week. We took another L. It was a close one. We lost to Mayo by 3.
We've had 2 bad losses like that so far, dude. We lost to Lex by like 1 and Mayo by 3.
Yep. Bishop Sycamore beat Steph Diggs my deck. It wasn't fucking close. Get it together, Jordan. Stephen Frilly beat Texas Loadhouse 69. Also not close. Get it together, Q-Jib Smaz. Dude, Milwaukee Bears beat Quacktown Ducks. Also not close.
51 to 99. Good lord.
Dunk Woody beat Trubisky Business. It wasn't close, but I mean, at least they put up 111. And
There weren't really any close games except for us
yeah,
this week.
Lex beat Emory, and it wasn't very close. So looking at the standings, Dunk Woody blowing everybody out of the water, 4-0.
Yep.
But then Stephen Frilly, he's 3-1, but he's got like almost 100 points more. He's got 631
Yeah, he's got the
points.
most in the league.
Saquon Yo Mama's Titties is third at 3-1. Quacktown Ducks is 3-1. And then at 2-2, we got Trubisky Business, Lex, Texas Loadhouse, Steph Diggs my deck. At 1-3, I'm about to go Hamler, Milwaukee Beers, and Bishop Sycamore.
And then yours truly.
Camaro Virus.
At 0-4. Dude, you know what sucks, too? I was thinking about this today. When we were drafting live on our episode the other day, or a few weeks ago, I was very happy with our team, dude. Like, our team
me
should
too.
be good. That's what's tough.
Yeah. It's not, though.
It's not, and we've gotten screwed on a few games. With
We're playing Milwaukee
matches.
Bears this week, though. We're currently projected a loss, but they're only 1-3, so maybe we can take advantage of them. They're in 10th.
Yeah, hop a few spots, dude. We'll go to 1-4 and just start building back. We need James Conner and we need Kamara. We need Kamara to play. We need James Conner to score some touchdowns.
Yeah, we need James Conner touchdowns.
Because that was all he wrote on last year, and he looked very. That's the thing with him, though, dude. I feel like he has a great season, bad season, great season, bad season.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe next year get your James Conner stock.
Remember the last year of his Steelers days, he wasn't very good, and they released him.
No, but the year before that, he was good.
He was, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
James Conner, score some fucking touchdowns, please. That's all we're asking.
Yeah.
His numbers would be good if you just added a touchdown onto all of them.
Facts, give me 1 touchdown a week. Dude, the Cardinals are so bad right now.
Yeah. It's kind of funny with the whole, like, Kyler Murray contract situation before the season, too.
Yeah. I feel like they're not that bad, like, record-wise. You know what I mean?
They just look bad. Yeah, their offense looks bad.
Let me see if I can find this here. They are. I mean, they're 2-2. The entire NFC West is 2-2.
Yeah, so they're not out of it. They just don't look like the team that was projected to be. You know what I mean? They looked a lot better last year through 4 weeks than they did this year.
Yeah, but I think their wins are against like some bums.
Yeah, the Raiders and
the Raiders.
Broncos.
The Raiders. No, Cardinals. No, Panthers.
Cardinals beat themselves.
Yeah. Dude, the NFC East 4-0, 3-1, 3-1, and then 1-3. It's got to be one of the best divisions in the league.
We're not the NFC least anymore.
Nah. Definitely the only division with a 4-0 team.
But also, I feel like the NFC East is like record-wise looks strong, but they're, I don't know, pretty weak.
Yeah,
like
the Giants are fake,
and so are the Commanders.
No, the Commanders are 1-3. That's real. That's very real.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're real, but like
they suck.
That's expected of them to be bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. Giants are fake good. Cowboys are maybe like a threat, but
dude, I know Cooper Rush being so good, man. I hope it starts a quarterback controversy. Split the locker room.
Split the locker room. Have them go fucking 3-15.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
There's this funny skit. I think I sent it to Guys Being Dudes. Or maybe I sent it to you and Emery in a group on Instagram. I definitely sent it to you. It's like a skit this guy does at the NFC East. You should watch it after this. It's good shit.
I will ingest that media as soon as we're done.
I think you fucking better. You want to be done? I think it's like about that time, brother.
Done. Yeah, I think it's about that time. I gotta go eat some dinner.
Yeah, get some dinner in me and then get down here and play some box.
Yeah, I think sounds about right to me.
All right, dude. I'll catch you in a little bit. And to the rest of you beautiful souls, enjoy your weekends. Make somebody smile. Best of luck in your fantasy leagues. Smooches.
And smooches.
Oh, that was a wet guy. Oh, double
yeah,
wet
dude.
guy.
I gave him a double wet smooch.
Okay. Bye-bye. Toodaloos.